What's going on, my brony brothers? My brony baloney dildos. What is happening? What's going on, my brony bros? Welcome to the Michael Garza Show with your host, Michael Garza. What's going on, my pink brony bros? We all dance at the gay club. Eric Von Erich says, yes, Garza before the gym. Hell yeah, bro. Thank you, Eric Von Erichs. You are the ultimate pink brony bro. And you dance at the gay clubs, oh my God. I'm just having fun on the stage in my hooves. You're a pink brony bro. What's going on, my pink bronies, dude? Give me just a moment to think about something. One moment. Give me one moment, though. What up, dude? Chris Rule? What up, Annie? What up, Chris Rule? Life of a refugee. What up, my brony bro? Give me a few seconds, you guys. I'm getting something set up real quick. Happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, happy poop, happy poop, yum yum. Thank you so much, Nate Dogg, for the happy poop, yum yum. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out a technical issue real quick. I'm trying to find a way to word something here. I'm testing something. You know what? Hold on, you guys. Okay, let's start the poll. Oh my God. Okay, now we're figuring it out. I got the moments back. I figured it all out. You're a pink brony bro. E.T. We got E.T. We got Nate Dogg. We got Chris Rule. We got Annie in the house. OMG. I also want to give a bit of a shout out to my boy GMP. He ended up sending us a bunch of super chats last night. We ended up getting like probably $155 worth of super chats roughly. So that was really cool. I want to thank GMP for sending a lot of them. In fact, majority of them. Let's give a shout out to GMP.
Got to have YMCA in the background.
I'm putting them up on the board. I'm having the text to speech read it out. Here we go.
Laugh out loud.
I'm a pimp named Slickback GMP 2026 after donating over $100.
Yeah, dude.
Laugh out loud.
Yup, I sponsor the show now, damn it.
Okay. So happy poop yum yum. I appreciate it.
Laugh out loud.
Laugh out loud.
Though my story is one of many, still good to get out. Those that lost their parents due to COVID's absolutely botched handling should have been frontline news. I was still a young adult when it happened.
Laugh out loud.
Oh, that's absolutely dope. If you get mentioned in a video, it gives you a notification on it. Michael Garza has mentioned you in a video.
GMP, man. I want to thank GMP though for all those super chats, man. I really appreciate it. We want to give
Laugh
you
out loud.
all the free advertising.
Which one
you want.
is the Iron Real Garza, or both?
Garza. It's Garza. Oh, dude, yeah, Uncle Chris, dude. We got Chris Rule, Uncle Chris, baby.
Laugh out loud.
Uncle
First
motherfucking
comment
Chris.
on the short, lol.
All right.
Laugh out loud.
Got one more 5 left and then I gotta quit it. I'll donate gradually throughout the week, but in 2 weeks I'ma drop another load, bro, lol.
GMP was dropping loads, dude. He was dropping loads.
Laugh out loud.
I had to made a grand entrance somehow, bro, after my absence.
All right, let me look up Trump Daddy.
Laugh out loud.
Garza ain't funded by political parties, APAC, or countries.
So Tehran is
He's
responding
funded
to the
by
attacks
Daddy
on Beirut by
GMP.
closing the Strait.
Okay, this was 14 hours ago. Oh shit, Melania did a full speech. I am not Epstein's victim. She's an is Melania an Epstein victim?
The lies linking me with the disgraceful Jeffrey Epstein.
The GOAT, dude.
Today.
I'm not gonna lie though, the audio on this is super low. Let me look up Melania. Hold on. Melania Trump. Okay. Okay, I think the White House version will probably be better, hopefully. It's probably more official.
A devoid.
Here we go. This is way better than that ABC version, man. The ABC version sucked.
Good afternoon. The lies linking me with the disgraceful Jeffrey Epstein
Whoa.
need to end today.
Keep Epstein's name out your goddamn mouth. Keep the good name of Jeffrey Epstein out of your mouth. Okay, just kidding.
Laugh out loud.
Guess who's back? Back again. GMP's back. Tell a friend.
Thank you so much, GMP. I do appreciate the $5 super chats. I don't want to bankrupt you, though. I just want to let you know, I don't want to bankrupt you. So I'm pretty sure you got lots of money, but, you know, I never want... I appreciate the $5, though. That's some zaddy behavior, dude. Hell yeah, I love it. Zaddy. The goat has returned. Let's see. The hottest man on the Michael Garza chat has arrived. GMP is, I don't know, PIMP is a PIMP. There we go. The hottest man on the Michael Garza chat has arrived. GMP is a PIMP. Thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat, my pink brony bro. And you dance at the gay clubs, oh my God. I'm just having fun. I love it, bros. I love it. Don't forget to double tap the screen, though.
Hey. The individuals lying about me are devoid of ethical standards,
yeah,
humility,
dude.
and
Laugh
respect.
out loud.
Missed your last stream earlier today. I was at work.
Oh, it's all good, GMP. I just appreciate you tuning in now, dude. I just appreciate it big time, bro. It don't matter. Hey, you're here now. That's all that's important, bro. Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking. It is all good, my pink brony bro. These supers are always appreciated. You are the main sugar brony right now. Laugh out loud. We got Song Jones saying Michael Jaquan DeMarcus Garza. Garza. It's Garza. It's Garza. That's what everybody calls me, dude. It's called Garza. Let's keep watching.
I do not object to their ignorance, but rather...
Everybody give a shout out to GMP, though.
Laugh out loud.
Oh, shit, dude. GMP's
Every
going
time
hard.
I join the stream, it's like that one gif of Darth Vader doing a superhero landing as an entrance.
Oh, man, that's too freaking good. Yeah, honestly, that's too freaking good, man. Thank you for the $5 super chat, though, GMP. I appreciate you. Actually, you know what? Let me replay the 3 most recent ones he did, all in a span of 3 minutes, by the way.
Laugh out
Impressive.
loud.
Guess who's back? Back again. GMP's back. Tell a friend.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Now, now, now. Hey. I created a monster. Somebody wants
Laugh
to see
out
more,
loud.
more. Shitty
Missed
chop.
your last stream earlier today. I was at work.
But if you want shady, this is what I'll give you. A little bit of me. I can't remember some of the lyrics, but that's okay.
Laugh out loud.
Every time I join the stream, it's like that one gif of Darth Vader
I
doing a
reject their
superhero landing as
mean-spirited
an entrance.
attempts to defame my reputation. I never been friends with Epstein.
Neither have I. Just for the record, neither have I. So I know there's a lot of haters out there that want to accuse me. Oh, hold on. Let me get rid of the leaderboard real quick. I know that people have been complaining about the leaderboard existing. So let me get rid of the pesky ass leaderboard. Let me see if I can get rid of that. Aaron Russell, dude, I know. Here's the thing. Annie, I care about you. You're one of my favorite viewers on the channel. But Aaron Russell is also the number one fan of this show. All right? We have never been friends with Epstein. I've never been friends with Epstein, I swear. Make sure that you guys double tap the screen. Double tap the screen if you think I went to Epstein's Island. If you think I went to Epstein's Island, double tap the screen. Like I said, double tap your screens if you think I went to Epstein's Island. All right? I know you guys want to. By the way, we're only 296 subscribers away. We're only 296 subscribers away from hitting 10,000 subs. We're currently sitting pretty at 9,704 subs. Once again, 9,704 subs. We are only 296 subscribers away from hitting 10K. 4-3. We're trying to get 100 likes in the next 10 minutes, so don't forget to double tap your screens to help us get some likes. The more likes we get, the more it pushes us out on the algorithm. So it really does help the channel grow.
Donald and I were invited to the same parties as Epstein from time to time, since overlapping in social circles is common in New York City and Palm Beach. To be clear,
Palm Beach Pete, dude. She did mention Palm Beach and Palm Beach Pete, dude. That's who I love. I love Palm Beach Pete, bro. Okay, good thing. I'm glad you're good, Annie. Okay. Because I never, the only time I ban somebody is like if they're really getting out of hand, or if it's somebody from my personal life who is trying to be a total dick to me. By the way, shout out to Billy. Shout out to Billy. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, I feel a lot better now, though. Like, I'm not going to lie, everybody. I was a little depressed at first, but honestly, I just felt like a huge sense of relief afterwards, though. Like, I feel like, because he had just been giving me such a hard time via text message. He would go on my live chats and then start saying personal attacks on the live chats. It was really bad. So, when you're somebody's friend, you know, you're supposed to, I don't know. I wasn't expecting him to like watch every episode or even watch the show at all. I knew he wouldn't like it. So I never forced him to watch the show. I never really even encouraged him. He just watched it on his own volition. And then he starts being a total dickbag to me. So I'm still talking about Billy the same way that I still occasionally talk about T-Tech. But yeah, let's see. What did
Tim Smith 4118 says, Billy added a cooking segment on his stream. I made his tire miso earlier. It was off the hizzle.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. But yeah, no, I'm just, I'm at a point of relief in my life. Like I said, I'm getting too old to deal with overly dramatic people who poo-poo on my accomplishments. And, you know, Billy was one of those guys who was poo-pooing on my accomplishments, and I never thought I'd say this, but I'm better off without him. I'm better off without him in my life, man. Like I said, Billy and I had some good times, but you know, when you treat your friend like absolute garbage and psychologically treat him like shit, it gets old. It gets old, so you just have to put a stop to it. You just kind of have to eventually put a halt to it. So like I said, I use Billy as a reminder that if you guys run into any situations where somebody's treating you like absolute trash, if you have to, dump them out of your life. You know, maybe take a break from them. You know, I couldn't really take a break from him at this point. Like, he's just done it so many times. I can't be friends with him again. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal. I will never reveal his last name, though. I don't reveal his last name in my streams, only because I do care about protecting his identity. I will call him out. because I'm sure his miserable ass probably still hate watches the stream, which is go figure. But he's a miserable person. I kind of feel bad for him at this point just because he was willing to poo-poo on everything that I was doing. It's just very frustrating, you know. I didn't like it. But yeah, thank you, Tim Smith. I appreciate that. Thank you, by the way, Ridcock. Ridcock, everybody. Thank you for the happy poop, yum yum, and the silver star. I appreciate it.
Ridcock 4390 says, no mods, no masters.
Absolutely. 100%. Tim Smith is claiming that he co-wrote Rebel Yell. Let's take
Tim
a
Smith
look. Let's take a listen.
4118 says, is it Billy Idol? That bitch owes me money from the 80s. I co-wrote Rebel Yell.
Rebel Yell. She cry more, more, more. Wow. In the midnight hour, babe. More, more, more.
Clear. I never had a relationship with Epstein.
I didn't either. I just want to make it very clear. I did not have any sort of relationship with Epstein. All right? Am I all right? I didn't have a relationship with Epstein.
Or his accomplice, Maxwell.
Neither did I. Neither did I. I swear. I freaking swear. Okay?
My email reply to Maxwell cannot be categorized as anything more.
I might have hung out with Ghislaine a couple times in the past. So, I don't remember. Might have been at one of those lavish parties. My mind is kind of going blank here.
Than casual.
I've never been to an island. Is it getting hot in here? Is it getting hot in here? I've never been to an island.
Correspondence. My polite reply.
Oh, shit.
Tina Lion Gaming says, Garza.
What up, my pink brony bro? And we got Tiny Lion Gaming, oh.
Ridcoke 4390 says,
Oh, God.
I was educated by
No.
Robert Maxwell.
No, Ridcock. No. Ridcock 4390. Thank you so much for those happy poop yum yums and the sparkle sprinkles or whatever the fuck you gave me. We got Tiny Lion Gaming saying
Tina Lion
sup,
Gaming
Annie.
says, sup, Annie.
Yeah, brony. You're a pink brony bro, and you dance at the gay clubs. Oh my God, I'm just having fun on the stage in my hooves. I'm wearing a man thong. Are you guys pink brony bros like I am? I think we're all pink brony bros at the end of the day. By the way, we're at 9,704 subscribers, 9,704 subs. Get it. So don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. I really appreciate it.
To her email doesn't amount to anything more than a trivial note. I am not Epstein's victim.
I'm not either. At least I hope not.
Epstein did not introduce me to Donald Trump.
Oh. I wish Epstein would have, I wish Epstein would have introduced me to Donald Trump or whatever. I don't really want to wish that. Actually, you know what? Take back that wish.
I met my husband by chance at a New York City party in 1998. This initial encounter with my husband is documented in a detail in
it's sexy. Maybe it was a fake documentation. I don't know. Look, it's okay. Like, if you hung out with Epstein, it's kind of like a badge of honor, Like, hey, dude, I hung out with Epstein. I'm pretty cool. You know, it's kind of like a badge of honor, man. It's like, hey, yo, I hung out with Epstein. I'm the man because I hung out with Epstein, all right? I would be like, I might be too willing to be, like, if I hung out with Epstein back in the day, I'd be like, dude, I hung out with, like, the most perverted man in the world. I got his autograph. Could you imagine, like, if I would have got his autograph back in the day, like, somehow found him, hey, sign 10 of these pictures of yourself. And then later on, I'm able to sell, like, Epstein autographs to everybody. I wonder how much an Epstein autograph would go on eBay. You know? I wonder if anybody's got a Jeffrey Epstein autograph anywhere. Wait, Steven Crowder has an event happening tomorrow? That sounds badass, dude. We got E.T. saying, ooh woo. Ooh woo. Yeah, I will admit, Melania is not a very good, Melania's English does suck, I'll admit that. But, English is her second language. And,
ETRN7CH says, chill Garza, that man was eating jerky and pizza.
Yeah, we should consider Epstein's feelings on this one, so... Yeah, let's think about that for a second. Hey, we just got another subscriber, by the way. We're now at 9,705 subscribers. Once again, 9,705 subs. I want to thank everybody for taking the time to sub. We're now 295 subscribers away, 295 subs away from hitting 10K. We're almost to 10K. We are so gay for the 10K. OMG. 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 So don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner, as it does help the channel grow. It does make me feel like I got a little bit of a bigger schlong than I actually do, admittedly. Do I wish I had a little bit of a bigger schlong? Absolutely. I think we all wish we had a bigger schlong. And we all get tired of having small danguses. If you guys are with me, if you guys are tired of having a small wiener, double tap the screen if you're tired of having a small wiener. We need to rise up, dude. Small wiener gang. Repeat after me, everybody. Small wiener gang. Small wiener gang. Small wiener gang. Boom. Man, I'll admit, Annie is so determined to see me in a tutu. I swear, I keep seeing her bring up the tutu. Hold on. Annie, come on. Annie is desperate to see me in a tutu.
Annie01200 says, 10K and a tutu, I'm not giving you a Garza or wearing a tutu. Tim Smith 4118 says, I modded my Fast and Furious Arcade 1 up to have a straight of Hormuz level. I came in third behind Netanyahu
Tim
and
Smith,
Zorhan
everybody.
Momdami.
Tim Smith.
Ridcoke 4390 says, Small Wiener Gang rise up.
Absolutely.
Tom
Small Wiener
Assams
Gang.
525 says, Wieners out.
Small Wiener
Tina
Gang.
Lion Gaming
Dude.
says, SMOL Wiener Gang. Tina Lion Gaming says, nobody gets mod.
Every day I see your face. Oh, there is a technical thing I have to fix. Hold on, you guys. If you guys give me one more moment, there's a technical issue within Nightbot that I got to fix. Hold on. Nightbot has been... It's working, but it's not working. Let me take a look here. Some of the commands, logs. Here's the logs. Hold on, let me try something real quick. I think the Java, so I think like the JavaScript and stuff got kind of messed up. I might have needed to use some escape sequences. Hold on. Let me try this again. Maybe this will work. Hold on. Will the above code work in Nightbot? You know, one thing I love about ChatGPT is it can actually search out errors in code. So you give it some programming. Okay, so this is... So I should have var on there. Okay, to establish it as a variable, as a safer command. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Give me 1 second. That's not a bad idea. That would keep it a little more in line with the Nightbot. I could test it out, actually. Hold on. Let's try this real quick. Rotate. No, give me a second though. There's some scripting in Nightbot. So I've configured Nightbot to do a randomized message. I don't think it's going to do it, though, because what it has is it has a link within it. So hold on. So we'll do eval. Let's try this one more time. Okay. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, probably the best thing I could do is get rid of the link. The problem is the link itself, I think, in this scenario. That may be the problem. Let's see. Yeah, that's looking like it is the problem. Lame. That's okay, though. I mean, like, I can still put these little things encouraging people to become a VIP member. Hold on. Okay, let me try rotate one more time. Rotate. Maybe not. I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens, I guess. We'll see if it ends up working, and if not, well, that's okay. Nightbot's pretty tight, though. Nightbot's one of my favorite programs. I like Poland. Why? I like Poland. Okay, what do we got here? We got
Tim Smith 4118 says, I modded my Fast and Furious Arcade 1 up to have a Strait of Hormuz level. I came in third behind Netanyahu and Zorhan Mamdani. Tina Lion Gaming says, we all love Annie but Chris is a little obsessive. Tina Lion Gaming says, my cat is snuggling with me y'all. Tina Lion Gaming says,
hell yeah.
I had to brush him yesterday, his winter coat is coming off.
Oh, what a sweet
Tina
baby.
Lion Gaming says, Garza is coding.
I'm coding, dude. Sorry about that, you guys. I was trying to get a Nightbot thing figured out, but I think a lot of the reasons it wasn't posting was because I had links in there. We'll see if it ends up working, though. If it doesn't, well, we'll tweak it out later.
My book, Melania. The first time I crossed paths with Epstein was in the year 2000 at an event Donald and I attended together. At the time, I had never met Epstein and had no knowledge of his criminal undertakings. Numerous fake images and statements about Epstein and me have been circulating on social media for years now. Be cautious about.
There's been a lot of AI-generated images of me and Epstein. There's been a lot of AI-generated images of me and... Oh, there's the... there we go. Become a VIP member for just 99 cents a month and support the channel. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Okay, so I think it was the link that was actually keeping it from sending out or something like that. I'm not too sure. Oh, you know what? I think I figured out the problem. Hold on. I think I figured out the problem. Give me just a second. This is going to take a moment, you guys. I think the problem was the length. Oh my goodness, I think it was the length. Give me 1 second. Okay, we're backing up the code. And then I'm going to experiment with this. We backed up the code successfully. Okay, so I think I figured it out. So this is going to be interesting. Hold on. I don't know how successful this is going to be, but we'll try it out as an experiment. Anyway, let's keep watching. Put this back up real quick.
About what you believe. These images and stories are completely false.
Yeah, any images you see with me and Epstein, it's really just me and Palm Beach Pete. Ayo.
I'm not a witness or
She was hanging out with Palm Beach Pete, not Epstein.
a named witness in connection with any of Epstein's crimes. My name has never appeared in court documents, depositions, victim statements, or FBI interviews surrounding the Epstein matter.
Epstein!
I have never had any knowledge of Epstein abuse.
Neither have I. Neither have I, I swear.
of his victims. I was never involved in any capacity. I was not a participant.
Nope, I
was
wasn't
never
either.
on Epstein's plane.
I swear I wasn't.
And never visited
I know people don't believe me, but I wasn't.
his private island. I have never been legally accused or convinced of a crime in connection with Epstein's sex trafficking, abuse of minors, and other repulsive behavior. The false smears about me from mean-spirited and politically motivated individuals and entities looking to cause damage to my good name, to gain financially and climb politically, must stop. My attorneys and I have fought these unfounded and baseless lies with success and will continue to maintain my sound reputation without hesitation. To date, several individuals and companies have been legally obligated to publicly apologize and retract their lies about me, such as Daily Beast, James Carville, and HarperCollins, UK. Now is the time for Congress to act. Epstein was not alone. Several prominent male executives resigned from their powerful positions after this matter became widely politicized. Of course, this doesn't amount to guilt.
Yeah, just because you're on the list doesn't mean you're guilty, right? I'm not on the list. I swear, don't look it up. Don't look it up. I'm not on the list. I swear. Well, I don't know. Maybe, am I on the list? I don't know. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the stream. One more time, double tap the screen to like the stream. Thank you so much, everybody. My pink brony bros, and you dance at the gay clubs. Oh my God, I'm just having fun on the stage in my hooves. I'm wearing a man thong down at the Pink Brony Club. I'm gonna keep on fapping at the Pink Brony Club. Oh shit, dude.
Tim Smith 4118 says, Congress to act sounds like a Kama Sutra position.
Hot AF,
Tina Lion
dude.
Gaming says, no Aaron, they don't have to repent and most likely want. But if they carry a guilty heart about their sins and are humble and low, they will go to heaven. Annie 01200 says, Tim WTFLOL. Tina Lion Gaming says, I have a great God who sits high and looks low.
My man, dude, my man.
But we still must work openly and transparently to uncover the truth. I call on Congress to provide the women who have been victimized by Epstein with a public hearing specifically centered around the survivors. Give these victims their opportunity to testify under oath in front of Congress with the power of sworn testimony. Each and every woman should have her day to tell her story in public if she wishes, and then her testimony should be permanently entered into the congressional record. Then, and only then, we will have the truth. Thank you.
The press was like, answer our goddamn questions. The FLOTUS. Well, that was interesting. That was awkward. Oh my God. All right, let's see what Will Kane's talking about.
Live from Texas, this is the Will Kane Show. We begin with a Fox News alert. Let's get right to the elephant in the room. Should the U.S. reevaluate its involvement with NATO?
Abso-fucking-lutely, dude.
They weren't there when we needed them, but our membership sure does benefit Europe. It's definitely something he's watching as talks with Iran continue. The president telling NBC today, very optimistic, a peace deal with Iran is within reach, and that Iran's leaders talk much differently when you're at a meeting with them than they do to the press. They're much more reasonable. They're agreeing to all the things that they have to agree to. Remember, they've been conquered. They have no military.
Yeah.
But he strikes a different tone.
It's funny, yeah, they don't have any military. They can't really back up their claims. Like, what are they going to do? Be like, if one of their demands is to continue to enrich uranium, that's not going to happen. Trump and Vance already gave a hardline no to that shit. A huge hardline no to that shit.
On NATO, quote, none of these people, including our own, very disappointing, NATO, understood anything unless they have pressure placed upon them. Keeping up the pressure even after his meeting yesterday, though, with NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte. Because, as we know, and as Rutte knows, sometimes daddy has to talk tough.
Daddy, zaddy, dude. Trump is zaddy, bro. Trump is zaddy, dude. Trump's the man. Donald Trump is the frickin' man. Oh shit, the link's not working. Hold on. Oh, you know what? I can add Nightbot as a moderator. Hold on, I want to see if adding Nightbot as a moderator actually changes anything. By the way, Nightbot is not going to actually moderate the show, just to let you know. But I think I figured out one of the things that wasn't working. Stand by, everybody. Stand by. So this is going to be interesting. Will this work? Okay, well, this will be interesting. We'll see what happens. But thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys being so patient here.
Daddy has to sometimes do strong language to get stuff.
That moment will follow him forever, and he knows. Here's Mark Rutte today.
Do you still consider him daddy after yesterday?
Well, on the
Hold on.
That
Hold on.
And then Daddy has.
Rutte knows sometimes daddy has to talk tough.
I got to hear this again.
And then Daddy has to sometimes do strong language to get stuff.
That
Daddy
will follow him forever,
Daddy!
and he knows. Here's Mark Rutte today.
Oh my God, dude.
Do you still consider him daddy after yesterday?
He is daddy, dude.
Well, on the daddy thing, this is a language problem. We had a sort of pre-summit meeting, the president and I, in June in The Hague, and he had been very angry that day.
It's okay to admit that you called Trump daddy, dude. Dude, I called Trump daddy like every 5 minutes on this show, dude. I say daddy Trump this, daddy Trump that, dude. I say daddy Trump all the time on this show. Don't be ashamed. Let your freak flag fly, man. Let your freak flag fly, you know? Don't be afraid to call him daddy.
Iran and with Israel. This was in June last year. And in Dutch, you would say, hey, the translation of your father is daddy. And I said, hey, yeah, sometimes daddy has to be angry. So I was not calling him my daddy, but saying. But of course, daddy has also a special connotation. And I now have to live with this the rest of my life.
Hey, dude, honestly, I call Trump daddy all the time, dude. And I'm proud of it.
And the president owns it because
I'm
he
proud
bought
of it,
T-shirts. He made a movie. Daddy is home, and he returned to the United States. This was so funny, and this is why I like him so much.
Lost in translation. He also agrees with President Trump. NATO's response to Iran wasn't the allies and the alliance's finest hour.
When it came time to provide the logistical and other support the United States needed in Iran, some allies were a bit slow.
They bitched out, bro. So the NATO allies bitched out because they expect the U.S. to foot the bill every time. They bitched the fuck out, bro. They bitched out. Zaddy, what's up, dudes? How you guys doing? You're a pink brony, bro. And you dance at the gay clubs, oh my god. Oh, shit. Fuck.
At least. And so each country is now looking for what they can do to contribute to this, to ensure that the Strait of Hormuz stays open.
Well, that would be a massive development.
I want the Strait open, bro.
Well, Italy's spokesperson responding today, telling Fox News, we'll see how the conversation with the Hormuz group goes. So, not quite the enthusiasm perhaps being looked for by the president. But even if Italy doesn't know it yet, it does seem like Rutte wants to make it clear NATO is paying attention.
Aaron Russell K9K says, if you think NATO should fight Trump's war, hit the like and subscribe.
I think so. I think so, Aaron Russell. I know so. NATO needs to help out. NATO's been milking our tits.
Tension, and it won't be a one-way street.
This alliance is not whistling past the graveyard, as you would say in the United States. Allies recognize, and I recognize, we are in a period of profound change in the transatlantic alliance. This is a move from unhealthy codependence to a transatlantic alliance grounded in true partnership. An alliance cannot be a one-way street.
Yep. Agreed.
It was not a one-way alliance when US, European, and Canadian troops fought and sacrificed shoulder to shoulder in Afghanistan.
That's a good point of reference. Let's jump off there. Let's take a look at which allies helped us out in Iran and which ones held out. Let's head over to the wall. Starting with the
Will Kane, baby.
Latter, those that held out, NATO's roadblocks amid Iran conflict. Some allies helped with defense and logistics, but they would not help offensively. Spain blocked U.S. planes involved in epic fury.
F you, Spain. F you, Spain.
From operations in their airspace.
That's bullshit.
Italy
Bullshit.
blocked U.S. use of our own air bases in Sicily.
Okay.
Top officials in Germany heavily criticized the operation, and
Holy crap, man.
France agreed to only allow us to use bases in the southern region. So what, if anything, will the United States do about this from various countries in Europe? Well, the Wall Street Journal is reporting the administration is exploring options to punish countries that failed to back it in the operation. One lever to pull, shifting troops. The plan could involve closing U.S. bases in at least one of the European countries, possibly Spain or Germany, according to two administration officials. Now, you might be shocked to hear that some, mostly on the left, aren't happy on this potentiality. But presidents being frustrated with NATO is a tale as old as time.
Well, NATO does suck. NATO is frustrating. I don't even know why that agreement still exists. I say tear it up and throw it in the trash, bro. Tear it up and throw it in the bloody trash, man. NATO blows, bro. NATO effing blows, dude. Screw NATO. And NATO should fight this war because NATO sucks.
Modern world, leadership cannot be do it yourself. The path of leadership is in providing the help, the motive, the inspiration to do it together. In Western Europe, we have shifted from predominance to partnership with our allies. At our suggestion, the NATO alliance made a thorough review of its military strategy and posture. As a result, we have reached new agreement on a strong defense and the need to share the burden more fairly.
Predominance to partnership, back to predominance. Look, the criticism even crosses party lines. President Obama called out members for not paying their fair share.
The majority of allies are still not hitting that 2% mark.
Yep, they're not,
An obligation we agreed to in Wales. Everybody's got to step up and everybody's got to do better.
Yeah.
Now to the good graces NATO countries, the ones that have worked with the United States. Those that provided political backing showed a willingness to host U.S. troops and deployments and cooperated with logistics and positioning. Here's a couple that helped us out through this operation. Canada, marginally. The Czech Republic, Lithuania, Latvia, the Baltic countries stepped up for the United States. Poland, Greece, and Romania, which was quick to approve U.S. Air Force requests for its bases. Eastern NATO countries have some of the highest defense spending rates and were some of the first to sign on to a potential Strait of Hormuz coalition. According to the Wall Street Journal's reporting, that puts them, Eastern Europe, in a good position with the United States.
Hell yeah.
Hey, it's
Hell yeah.
Will Kane.
Will Kane's pretty sexy. Give me a moment. All right, let's see what the 5 says.
Reality check for the liberals who think the midterms are in the bag. The latest CNN poll found Democrats trailing Republicans by 4 points in total party approval. So why does America hate the Democrats so passionately? Perhaps Dana's former favorite Democrat, Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger. Listen, she explains why.
There was a poll out that had your numbers a little unfavorable, and then your predecessor, Glenn, was making a podcast run earlier this week to taking a couple jabs at you. I guess overall, on your numbers, what do you attribute that to, and then what would you say back to Glenn?
I would say, if everybody hated me, why is everybody putting my face on their mailers for the referendum, would be question number one.
And if you thought that was rough, check out Cory Booker's
Crazy,
wife,
man. Crazy.
saying that standing almost killed him.
It's not super safe to stand for 25 hours. Like, your body kind of just...
Cory Booker stood for 25 hours? That's crazy.
Breakdown, and if you fall over, you could hit your head. So, like, those are the things that were going through our head. Like, yes, I wanted him to break the record, but I also wanted him to not die. Or
Cory Booker is so freaking useless. That guy is an example of why I don't vote Democrat. He's just as crazy as the white liberal Karens. He's just as crazy as them.
Or like get injured. Wasn't gonna eat for a really long period of time. Like just being dehydrated alone was like worrying me.
Your name was invoked, Dana, in the intro.
I will have to wear this forever. I was fooled by Abigail Spanberger. She asked a question. Why do they keep putting my names on these mailers? Because it's working against the Democrats. That's why they're putting the names on it. And in fact, a friend of mine said that their own polling shows that the most effective messages against Democrats in Virginia about this redistricting are when they are talking about her and putting her out there in her own words. So the other thing she did is she pulled this trick where she put out a press release saying, look at all these jobs I've created. And then she put out this press release and it was like, no, I think some high percentage, like 85% of those jobs were created under Glenn Youngkin. So she's trying to take credit for something she didn't even do.
I don't know anything about that. Greg, what about you? Why do the American people hate the Democrats so passionately?
Well, first I want to address Cory Booker's wife. 3 words I'd never think I'd see together. But, you know, she's right. Standing almost killed him because he's gaining a lot of weight. And someone should help him, get him on a bike.
That's amazing. Greg Gutfeld's the man, dude. Does he have a poop mug? It looks like, oh my God. Greg Gutfeld has a happy poop mug.
One with a seat.
I think he's got a happy poop mug.
All right. Why do you despise Spanberger so much? More so than like AOC or Ilhan Omar, because they don't lie about their aims or their level of moderation. Spanberger exploited people who trusted her on good faith. We had to sit here and listen to it. We had to listen to it and go, oh, you got to hear her out. She's a moderate. She's a moderate. Level-headed Democrat. And then, bam, she wins.
She looks like a lunatic leftist. Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. She looks like a lunatic leftist.
Off comes the Bill Clinton skin suit. And underneath it, it's Ho Chi Minh in a fright wig. This is not an ideological difference. It is pure deception. It's worse than Biden's deception because he was senile. She doesn't have that excuse.
Yeah, Gutfeld's the man, dude.
But I do not take comfort in this poll because all it takes is one win, and I know Harold knows that. The party may be decimated, but it's not like they're just going to fold up their tents and go away. You know, usually from the ruins comes a more intense faction, a more concentrated, angry, or defiant faction. Look, when Tucker left 8 p.m., what did we get? Jesse.
I do. I'm actually kind of gay for Jesse Waters, though. I'll admit I'm a little gay for Jesse Waters. I'm gay for Tucker Carlson, too. But, no, thank you guys for tapping the subscribe button. We're now at 9,708 subs. Once again, we're at 9,708 subscribers, which means we're now 292 subscribers away. 292 subscribers away from hitting 10,000 subscribers. Once again, we're only 292 away. 292 subs away from hitting 10K. So if you guys can, tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. It does help the channel grow. It helps me feel like I got a bigger, stronger schlong than I do. But yeah, if you guys are gay for Tucker Carlson like I am, tap the subscribe button. If you guys are gay for Jesse Waters like I am, tap the subscribe button. Let's go, dude.
Democrats weren't like, oh, hooray, this is so much better. We got rid of Tucker. Jesse Waters. See,
I peeled off Tucker Carlson's skin suit. Out comes Jesse Waters.
But people got to vote. You know, the thing is, you could disagree with Trump over Iran, and it's pissed off a lot of people. I don't know how many, maybe loud voices in the podcast world. But if you sit home, then you will see candidates that make Kamala Harris look like Barry Goldwater.
Does Jesse Waters make anybody in the chat wet? Like, does anybody in the chat get wet from Jesse Waters like I do? That's why they call him Jesse Waters, man, because he makes you wet, dude. They call him Jesse Waters because he makes you wet. Duh. Let's keep watching.
That was good, Greg.
Thank you.
Harold, your name, I
I love Greg Gutfeld, though. I love Jesse Waters. He's sexy.
think was invoked somewhere in that.
Look, I think that I've said on the show, this electorate that...
And he just said no.
Annie 01200 says. No. Tina Liongaming says. LMAO Annie. Tina Liongaming says. Who cares? Don't announce your departure. Tina Liongaming says. Annie only gets off to Garza in a to-do.
Oh, God. Everybody just wants to see me get pegged with a strap on. I think secretly my entire audience just wants to see me get pegged by a strap on. I think that's what everybody ultimately wants to see. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh,
Tim Smith 4118 says.
Oh, God.
Annie only likes Garza. # loads for Garza.
I will say Annie is here for the chats. She's here for the super chats. Not the super chats. She's here for everybody. Like, Annie is kind of like... Annie is the emotional support chat person, is what I've noticed. Annie is here to emotionally support everybody. Oh, man. That shit's funny, though. You guys, don't forget to be a VIP member. Don't forget to become a VIP member. It does help the channel grow. Helps out in a lot of ways. All right. Emotional support, Annie. Exactly.
Voters are in right now, and candidates are going to be campaigning. And this is not a partisan electorate. This is an electorate that is curious about how and when prices are going to come down. Some are struggling, some are ailing, and some are intensely disappointed and mad that the politicians have made promises they're not delivering on.
Yeah, I'll admit some of the promises haven't been delivered. Sure, you can't deliver on every single promise as long as he's making a true concerted effort to make things happen. That's all I really care about at the end of the day.
Something that happens in American politics. If you think all you need to do is say we want the 25th Amendment, or I agree with Dana. I think their face is probably on that mailer because they think it's going to excite the other side. You need answers. I've said a long time ago.
Tim
Smith 4118 says. Annie is my emotional support bra. Aaron Russell K9K says. TR Annie. Tina Liongaming says. Emotional support Annie. Tina Liongaming says. She's like the stream plushie.
Annie helps keep the chat in line. Or I should actually, Annie leads the chat in its further degeneration. You guys are all a bunch of degenerates, by the way, including you, Annie. All you guys are now. So Tiny Lion Gaming is a little bit of it. Actually, you guys are all degenerates in your own way, and I appreciate it. I want to say that I appreciate you guys. I know you're all gooners. I know you're all gooning. I love it. I'm all here for it. I'm here for the gooning. Now, April was supposed to be no goon April, but I'm pretty sure the majority of you guys have already failed at no goon April. So I don't even know who I'm preaching this to.
Many times on the show, and just recently as last week, the president got elected because he said he was going to reduce the size of government. They have not. Democrats offer ideas about how we can reduce the size of government and at the same time make it responsive to the needs of everyday Americans. Offer a middle-class tax cut and not just one for the richest of Americans. Health care. We talk about all the costs of health care and groceries. Offer answers. Ask the president to lift all the tariffs. Come up with ideas and answers. Education needs to be reformed because AI is going to impact communities all across the country. These are the things we need to be talking about, not the I hate, I can't stand, he's a bad guy. He's not a bad guy. He has the wrong priorities, and we got to lay out our priorities and how we're going to make people's lives better.
Okay. Yeah, voters still loathe that little headline right there. Voters still loathe Democrats. Dems are trailing Republicans in total party approval. Here's the thing, man. The Democrats have been one of the primary reasons for the government shutdown happening. Don't forget that the Democrats have been a huge problem in all this. Democrats have made things worse. They're into socialism and collectivism. That's one of the big beefs that I have with them. It's freaking ridiculous.
I mean, sometimes I wish Jessica was here to explain this polling, because I don't get this polling. How can you be supposed to be wiping the floor with Republicans in the midterms and be losing to them on being less popular at the same time?
Well, it's funny that, I think people... So here's the thing. The common person is actually pissed off at both parties. That your standard voter hates the Democrats and hates the Republicans right now. They want a third-party alternative. They're just done with the two-party system. They're like, we want more parties. We want more parties to be taken seriously. And that's a big deal. That's a huge deal, and I think other parties should be taken seriously. I think we should really encourage multi-party voting. However, I think it would be good. It'd be good to have different points of view in the Senate, in the House. Because I think if everybody's in total agreement on something, because they're all on the same side, I think that's dangerous. I think there needs to be debate on the floor and things like that. So, having multiple parties and multiple people thinking differently than each other, I think would be better. I think it would be a real solution, man.
That's what is so telling, that usually, of course, they would benefit from the president being unpopular to them. They are pulling at historic lows and also lower even than last year. So I think it's awesome, you guys. I'm heartened. It's important to vote, but it's also important to run. And it's important to donate, even if it's just $1. We are seeing the Dems scamming Also, by the way, I just saw a commercial airing in Virginia where President Obama was saying that unless you voted for the Democrat, that the Republicans would rig the elections. I mean, he used that.
That's insane. That is the most insane thing I've ever heard. If anything, Republicans want to save the elections. We want voter ID. We want actual citizens, whether they're legal, they got to be legal. If you're a legal citizen of this country, you deserve to vote. If you are an illegal immigrant in this country, if you're illegal, you do not deserve to vote in our elections. Period. End of story. Period. End of story. It's just that simple.
Word. There is such a...
No, I do believe that election fraud is a real thing. I think it should be taken seriously. A lot of people question the integrity of elections. And look, I think elections are... I think it's always good to question elections, no matter who wins. Even when Trump wins, I say, hey, check the elections. It's always a good thing. I think that proper auditing, I think election audits matter too. I think you should be able to audit an election. Make sure that, and if multiple parties want to audit, that's totally fine. If multiple auditors want to come in and double check the data, totally fine. No, I'm not a big fan of mail-in I'm not a big fan of mail-in voting. I think mail-in voting is a bad idea. I am firmly against mail-in voting. Period. End of story. Yeah. I just believe most countries don't even want to do mail-in voting.
A nefarious and theatrical and doomsday approach to all of this. It is so telling, however, that despite the laws and policies that they're putting forth, I mean, they are not like you, respectfully. No one is saying, oh, we're going to limit government. They are saying your kid can tell me in secret if he thinks she's a girl and I'm not going to tell the parents. And they are shoving parents out of the door. I mean, they are encroaching on every single one of our countries.
Yeah, it is weird that teachers are like, not involving parents in these things, it's creepy. And I think that there's a lot of groomer teachers out there. There's too many teachers grooming these students, and that's a big problem. There are too many teachers grooming these kids. It's fucked up, bro. It is so messed up. It's increasingly messed up. It's disturbing. Yeah, here we go.
Tina Lion Gaming says, every election should be audited by citizen auditors that are elected for each county.
Hell yeah. That's how it should be. Absolutely, that's how it should be. How is that stupid, dude? Susanna, how is that stupid? Tell me how it's dumb. Tell me how what I'm saying is dumb. How am I being stupid? Tell me how I'm being dumb. Because I think it's a bad idea for teachers to groom children. I think that's terrible. They probably are using litter boxes in school because only woke people seem to be teaching these days. So only woke crazy teachers who got indoctrinated by college are probably doing that. That wouldn't shock me. That wouldn't shock me at all, bro. That seriously wouldn't shock me at all. But no, I think there's a lot of wokeisms. There's too much woke crap going on.
Constitutional rights. And we're supposed to be like, oh, yeah, Abigail Spanberger's awesome. There is nothing worse than her. That was a toad in blonde clothing.
She won, no.
Policy-wise.
The Democrats have won every election since November 24th.
But that's my point. Her saying my face on the mailer means something. To me, I think she thinks that once you earn a vote or get a vote, that you somehow have it forever. And the reality is the American people, and especially the Democrats, will turn their backs in an instant. Her approval level eroded significantly. It plummeted immediately. So she has to do something to keep the vote and support, which hopefully will be common sense policies instead of taking everyone's gun rights and everything else that she's threatened.
Well, everyone around the table at least acknowledged since November 24, Democrats have won every single special.
Yeah, I mean, you don't stop talking about it.
Not yesterday.
I mean, I'm just saying, which one did we lose yesterday?
I mean, I was going to say that I didn't mean it. That I wish Jessica was here, but now I actually...
Margaret Taylor Greene seat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. We good?
Okay, let me see here.
Nick Bellomo 3362 says, that's the core of the problem is the teaching of the youth. Ideology is being forced on the children and would take generations to fix the damage.
Yep.
We have plenty proof of the outcome.
Oh, the children are getting brainwashed in school. They are absolutely getting brainwashed by these woke ass teachers, dude. It's terrible. It's terrible, man. It's a level of brainwashing that just blows my mind. Oh. Give me 1 second, everybody. This is taking a moment. We're at 9,709 subscribers. Holy crap. We just got another. We're 291 subscribers away from 10,000 subs. Once again, we're 291 subscribers away from 10,000 subscribers. So don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. It does help the channel grow. It helps me feel like I got a bigger dong than I actually do. And I got a pretty small one, admittedly. But the more subscribers we get, the better. It does help the channel grow. So I do want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for subscribing to the channel. Like I said, tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner, yo. Pump it up. Like a bath mate, yo, I pump it up. Like a bath mate, ho, I pump it up. Orwell says, I like Garza's community, but sometimes it's embarrassing. That's true, dude. You got to pump it up. Like a bath mate, yo, pump it up. Like a bath mate. Hey, let's see what Jim Cramer's. Oh, wait, Jim Cramer. I don't know. Hold on. We might look at Jim Cramer. Well, we need a change of pace. Let's watch a little Jim Cramer.
My mission is simple.
Now, let's skip the intro because it's got...
I'm just trying to make a little money here. My job is not just to entertain, but to teach you. So call me.
Gotta teach me. Teach me, Zaddy.
At 1-800-743-CNBC. Tweet me at Jim Cramer. Today's action should have been centered on stocks that have been impacted by...
I mean, Jim Cramer sucks ass, and anything he tells you, you should take with a grain of salt. But we're going to watch a little Jim Cramer. We're going to kind of change up the tone of the show for a bit. And then, we'll look at something else. We'll watch something else. We're going to kind of keep it centered around the stock market and the Iran conflict, okay?
By the war in Iran. We have a fragile truce. We don't know if the Strait of Hormuz will be open for traffic or if Israel will keep bombing Beirut. Oil's rallying, interest rates were steady.
We just got another subscriber, everybody. We're now at 290 We're now at 9,710 subscribers. I repeat, 9,710 subs. That means we're only 290 subscribers away from hitting 10,000 subscribers. We're 290 subscribers away from hitting 10K. Currently sitting pretty at 9,710 subscribers. Please tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner, as it does help the channel grow, and it helps me feel like I got a bigger schlangus than I actually do.
It may at any moment decide that Iran's not playing ball. These are incredibly consequential issues that the market just doesn't seem to have any time for. The averages tell you that. Today, the Dow gained 276 points, S&P advanced 0.62%, NASDAQ climbed 0.83%. That's the 7th straight up day for the S&P, which seemed to reflect that the truce will hold. No more bombing, just acceptance by both sides. But somehow the Gulf's not the narrative of this market. Instead, the averages tell us an alternative tale, nothing to do with the war at all. They tell a story of an empire torn asunder, ripped to pieces by a handful of companies. I'm talking about the enterprise software empire that's being toppled by hardware stocks and AI. This war in tech, more than the actual war in Iran, has captivated Wall Street. But it's not talked enough or explained about enough on TV or, frankly, even just set out for you on Main Street. So let me do that. Let me set the stage. Once upon a time, there was no such thing as the software industry. Sure, we had hardware and there were some junior code companies, but they didn't matter. We traded Texas Instruments, Motorola, Intel, Semis, all. We had a bunch of other iconic tech names. We called them Bunch, short for Burroughs, Univac, NCR, Control Data. I own 4% of that one at one time.
And by the way, I think hardware companies are always going to be a good thing to own. I think computer hardware companies are the best to own, in my opinion. Look, I love software companies. But software can also be the software industry could be very secular. What's that term called? Secular? Hold on. Cyclical. It could be cyclical. So it's all based on a cycle. So it's hardware is a little more stable. For example, I'm a huge investor in Intel. I also have investments in NVIDIA through a variety of S&P 500 ETFs.
I'm so effing tired of these left-wing political debaters on YouTube short live streams. They are so annoying and BS.
Did you like come across one of those random vertical live streamers or something like that where they like being annoying? Thank you so much, GMP, for that super chat, by the way. I really appreciate it, man. We're going to replay that real quick.
Laugh out loud.
I'm so effing tired of these left-wing political debaters on YouTube short live streams. They are so annoying and BS.
Political shows. Yeah, man. A lot of political shows on vertical YouTube Live are pretty woke. I am one of the few pro-Trump channels on verticals, for sure. Which it kind of does make me stand out a little bit, even though a lot of the Trump haters will come into the channel and just keep blowing up my chat and being crazy. I'm proud of my pro-Trump stance, dude. I'm a very avid pro-Trump kind of guy. But let's keep watching a little bit of Kramer real quick.
And Honeywell. Oh, and let's not forget the big one, IBM, which had a vast storage space with plenty of software. It's just we didn't really call it software. In 1986, the world changed. That's when Microsoft came public with the help of Goldman Sachs. I ought to know. In my previous life, I helped bring the company into Goldman, but I didn't get any credit for it because I poached. The state of Washington wasn't in my territory. They wouldn't even pay for my airfare or my medical care.
How dare they, bro? How dare they?
Blew out my eardrum flying with a cold. Our research department had a crackerjack
Laugh out loud.
Case in the small.
And I quote Charlie Kirk, if he wasn't restricted by Trump, would be a proud KKK member. Absolutely not. He actively filed against them and actively helped the FBI investigate them.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. Let's read that again. So, and I quote Charlie Kirk, if he wasn't, would be a. No, that's not. Yeah, and that quote, I can't believe somebody said that quote, GMP. That's crazy. Charlie Kirk, I'm going to reply to this real quick, is one of the, I'm going to put, it's still hard to believe he's gone, by the way. Charlie was the man, dude. I really did appreciate Charlie Kirk's messages, man. I thought he was a really cool dude. Charlie Kirk was one of the kindest human beings I have ever seen on the internet. Well, let's see, on video. The dude was incredibly respectful and loved to debate people. He inspired the crap out of me, man. No, Charlie was amazing, man. Honestly, it still pisses me off that some sick son of a bitch killed him, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, obviously, it seemed, allegedly, it was Tyler Robinson, but who knows anymore, you know? Who knows what really happened? Oh, I think we all know what really happened. Who am I kidding? Crazy, though.
Group got a real lift along with Microsoft, which instantly became one of the greatest stocks ever minted.
Microsoft is one of the greatest stocks of all time, by the way. I love Microsoft stock. It's one of those that you could kind of safely
Laugh
buy
out loud.
Oh, look up the clip of Charlie even defending the gay community against a radical Christian, and these absolute goblins of human trash slander his name.
Oh, heck yeah. Let me look that up real quick. One moment. Yeah, let me look that up real quick, man. I got to look that up. Yeah, let me see here. Again, GMP, I want to thank you for the super chats, man. They really do help the channel grow. Everybody give a shout out to GMP. Make sure that you guys subscribe to his channel. I really do appreciate the super chats tonight, man. My pink brony bro. And you dance at the gay club. I'm just kidding. But yeah, let me take a look at Charlie Kirk real quick. I want to look up that clip. Hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick. I think this might be it.
Is that Erica again?
It is Erica again. Hi, Charlie. So since meeting you,
we made friends earlier. She was homeless a year ago, and now she's thriving. How great is that? Isn't that?
Since meeting you a few short hours ago, I've already had numerous people remove me on Instagram and tell me they can no longer be my friends because I'm here at a free event learning both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah, dude, honestly, anybody... Charlie is an amazing human being, and I think, you know, people can say that he's divisive, but honestly, how? You know, I don't think anybody's really truly divisive if they have their own opinion and they want to debate people. Even if the opinion's crazy... I don't think anything's really all that divisive. I think we just make it divisive because we're all a bunch of hyperbolic babies. I think we've allowed politics to become too ingrained in our identity. That's a big issue. I see that shit a lot. Politics is not a part of my identity.
Laugh out loud. It's not this clip, but this one is also amazing.
Do you remember what the clip might have been called? Here, let me try to find a different one here real quick. Hold on. Well, here, let's watch this one anyway. Hold on.
Is that Erica again?
It is Erica again. Hi, Charlie. So since...
I'll try and find the correct one here in a second. Thanks again for all of these supers. I love replaying them. Supers for future audiences to listen to.
Since meeting you,
we made friends earlier. She was homeless a year ago, and now she's thriving. How great is that? Isn't that?
Since meeting you a few short hours ago, I've already had numerous people remove me on Instagram and tell me they can no longer be my friends because I'm here at a free event.
That is so crazy to me that people are like, oh, you talked to somebody I disagree with. We're no longer friends. That is sad that people go that route, dude. It's sad that people do that.
Learning both.
I'm proud, by the way. I am loud and proud about how much I support Donald Trump. I don't think he's as bad of a guy as everybody makes him out to be. In fact, if anything, I think Donald Trump's pretty much the man. And we live in a world full of pussies.
Sides of the spectrum. Anyway, oh, and I also forgot to tell you my pronouns. I identify as non-Joe Biden.
That's pretty funny.
Live and let live. Everybody can live however they want. They can do whatever they want. And my question for you is, do you have any hate? And is Turning Point USA against the LGBT community? Because I'm being told that by coming here and listening to you speak that I'm either a racist or a fascist or against the LGBT. And isn't fascism when someone doesn't agree with your beliefs and your views and they want it either your way or the highway?
Yeah, the people that defriended you on Instagram, they're the fascists. So I do not have hate for a group. I do not have hate for a people. I have hate.
I'm not going to lie. There are some groups that I absolutely despise. I care about the individuals, but there are some groups that really suck. If a group really sucks, I will call them out for it. I'll say I won't hate the group, but I will definitely critique the group and say it's stupid or it's smart.
Just so I can get it on my camera. So Instagram,
Don't worry, we
hi.
got plenty of cameras, but yeah.
But yes, so you do not hate the LGBT community,
No,
and Turning Point is not against LGBT.
No, how could I hate that which I have a heart for?
Thank you.
And I might not agree at that for some of the lifestyle choices that some people make, but of course not. And if someone said, Charlie, what's your view on marriage? I say, I believe marriage is between one man and one woman. But if you ask me, what do I have hate in my heart for somebody that doesn't choose the lifestyle that I believe that God laid out in the scriptures? Of course not.
Yes, I was told that Turning Point USA is against LGBTQ.
Well, you could be told a lot of different things.
I know, it's all bullshit.
Yeah, dude. It is bullshit. The left is stupid as shit. The left pisses me off, dude. Hold on. Charlie was the man, dude. Charlie was just such a stud. Hold on.
A former gay student challenges Charlie Kirk on the claim that God hates the LGBTQ community.
Hi, what's up, Charlie? My name is Roderick. And so for over 10 plus years, I identified as a gay man.
A former gay student challenges Charlie
as a gay man, and then I gave my life to Jesus and left the LGBTQ plus community. And my question to you is, what is your response to those who say that
they killed the last
conservatives
man that
and
wished
God
to speak
hate
with words instead of bullets, and expected everyone to back down? Instead we uprise, the fire rises.
Hell yeah. Let me put that back up on the screen real quick.
Laugh out loud.
They killed the last man that wished to speak with words instead of bullets, and expected everyone to back down. Instead we uprise, the fire rises.
No, Charlie had a big heart. You could just tell. Some people, you could just tell they have a good soul, good vibes. Charlie was an amazing man.
Everyone in the LGBTQ plus community.
Well, I think it'd actually be better for you to respond to that because you've received it and you're no longer of that. Here's the true but more provocative answer, that your identity should not be in your sexual proclivity. It should actually be your identity is much greater than just what you do in the bedroom. Being gay is a behavior more than anything else, and you, I guess, are evidence, and I'd love to hear your story, that you could stop acting on that behavior. So tell the audience more about, you would identify as gay and as not. Tell us about that path and that journey, because I'm told that can never happen.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of people tell me that
I can understand
you
going
are
after
what
legitimate
you
hate
feel.
groups such as Patriot Front, Atomwaffen, or the KKK, but Turning Point USA? Are we for real?
Yeah, here's the thing. You know, it's so funny. The irony is that the Democrats, you know, they don't like the KKK, but they never seem to attack the KKK itself. Because I think the KKK is still an active group, right? It's sad because a lot of these woke people treat Turning Point USA as if it's the KKK. I don't understand that, dude. That makes zero sense to me. That people do that, man. Yeah. But yeah, I say to that, it is sad that leftists think that TPUSA is a racist organization. Antifa is the new Triple K, if anything. That's the way I look at it. Freaking crazy, though, man.
You are your attractions, you're quote unquote born with it, there's just many reasons why you have same-sex attraction that will never leave you, and that is who you will always be. And I believe that lie for almost 10 plus years of my life. I slept with men many times, watched a lot of porn, dwelt in a lot of sexual sin, and just gave my body up because that's what I thought love was. And that's what I thought it looked like until I met Jesus. And he helped me to see that I was never meant to identify as a gay man, but I was always meant to be a son of his, and have a new identity and a new life in him. And I walked away from that lifestyle for over...
That's wild, man. I mean, not gonna lie, me personally, I've always thought, dude, if you're gay, you're just gay. And I still think that. I think this guy might just be the exception to the rule. I think he might be bisexual, so it's probably easy for him. It is probably very easy for him to go from being gay to straight because he probably is one of those guys that has that natural ability. But I do believe, because I've hung out with a lot of gay people over the years, and a lot of gay people, you could just tell that they're not interested in women sexually at all. Like I'm talking about real gay people. They're just not even remotely attracted to women in any way. So I don't think I personally do not believe that gay conversion therapy works. It may work on some people. It may work on some people, but at the same time, I just don't think it works. I pretty much think if you're naturally attracted to the same sex, it's okay to be gay. I honestly do believe it is okay to be gay. But yeah, no, I think it's totally fine. Be as gay as you want to be. I just don't think that you can convert anybody. I've never understood that. I mean, like some people, they may have, but I mean, I've just never seen the reason to try to convert other people from being gay to straight. I don't get it. I don't get it. There's no need to convert people.
5+ years now, and I have never looked back because Jesus is way better than the sexuality that I was partaking in.
Praise God.
Yeah, it would be like, okay, like let's say that there was a dude making out with another man, right? Let's say there are two dudes making out with each other. And then I bring like maybe the hottest woman in the world, right? And she's naked or whatever in front of them. What you expect her? You expect this dude to just get down on his knees, start licking her pussy? No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You know it. I mean, this guy I think was just a bisexual. And here's the thing with bisexuals, they're pretty fluid in what they're into. So they could be one moment they could be into dudes, the next moment they're like, "Fuck it, I'm into chicks again." That's how bisexual dudes work. Now, he could just be a full-on gay man, and he could just be purely in denial. That's a possibility, too. He could be gay, and he's really fighting those urges. Maybe he doesn't fight the urges anymore. I don't know.
Are you happier and more joyful that you're no longer participating in a homosexual lifestyle?
Oh, 100%. Like before I met Jesus, I was filled with so much depression, anxiety. I wanted to kill myself multiple days of the week, but Jesus came and healed all the brokenness inside of me, and I love being a son of his rather than identifying as a gay man.
Honestly, though, I will say these videos are very moving. I may not fully agree but hey, if that guy was able to, if that guy didn't want to be gay and it worked, I look at it like this. There are some people who are probably gay that don't want to be gay, and then this is the way for them. I don't know. But it's interesting. Like, by the way, I just want to let everybody know I have no malice. People think that because I like Trump, because I do love Trump. I think he's the man. I also love gay people. I love gay people. They're not bad people. They're good people. I've met a lot of great gay people. Some of them are a little woke, but whatever. It's fine to be woke. Do what you gotta do. E.T.
ETRN7CH says, Yo Garza, what's up? I'm back, dog.
I just think that some people...
ETRN7CH says,
I just think that some people are just born a certain way, man. And I think that sometimes you can't really convert that out of most people. I think that he's an exception to the rule, potentially. Who knows?
Well, and so...
He could be faking it, though. He could be really repressing his gayness. I don't know.
To answer your question, there is not hatred. There is still... What we have as conservatives and Christians is a simple understanding that God has a certain sexual ethic that we should try to abide by. Everybody has temptations that you have. They have proclivities that you have. Some people are more likely to gamble. Some people are more likely to be compulsive liars. You don't have to act on those temptations. I am curious, though, so in your own sexuality right now, do you still feel attracted to men? And I'm asking because just because you feel an attraction doesn't mean you need to act on it. Is that correct?
Yeah, so, yes.
A former gay student.
Yeah, so he still has an attraction to men, but you know what I mean? I think, I don't know. Interesting. Oh. I think this might be the clip you were talking about.
Hey, Mr. Kirk, thanks for coming out tonight. I got a question for you.
Okay, so I think I found the clip that GMP was talking about that he wanted me to watch. So, GMP, I don't know if I got the right video, but we're going to watch this video. We're going to react to it, and we'll see what Charlie says. I think this might be the video that GMP was talking about that he wanted me to watch. So let's take a listen.
Real quick. Up until about 5 years ago when gay marriage was legalized nationwide, the conservative movement has been explicitly pro-traditional family. Now, both you and your organization advocate for the acceptance of anti-Christian, immoral lifestyles like homosexuality and transsexuality, going as far to invite drag queens like Lady MAGA to your events. It seems to me and anyone who's paying attention that conservatives just believe whatever liberals believed 5 years ago. Right now, there's a push by the left to normalize pedophilia by way of child drag queen shows.
Loud. I think everyone is fine with LGB, but the problem is with the T. But even then, if they don't be obnoxious about it and leave everyone alone, it's fine.
Yeah, I completely agree, man. Hold on, let me reply to it. I love replying to these messages. It makes me feel so official. Yeah, man, let's kick it.
Don't show off.
Go back to your notes. That's probably where you saved it. You got to push double tap and then go over.
Right now, there is a push by the left to normalize pedophilia by way of child drag queen shows and rebranding pedophiles as minor attracted persons. 5 years from now, will you be promoting child drag queen shows? Will child abuse become part of the conservative platform?
Boy, that's a slippery slope fallacy if I've ever seen one. First of all, I've never invited a drag queen to come to any Turning Point USA event. I was at Politicon, and an individual by the name of Lady MAGA came up, and I took a picture, and she walked away. Secondly, let me ask you a question. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, sir.
So are you a proud Trump supporter?
Laugh
out loud. So are you sickened that he had
this is the right video.
Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, super cool. All right.
Gay man speak at his convention?
Yes.
then you're not a Trump supporter, my friend.
That's true, dude. Charlie's right. This guy's not a Trump supporter, because if he was a true Trump supporter, Trump is actually, people don't believe this, but Trump is actually probably one of the most pro-gay presidents we've ever had. He's very accepting of gay people. I know that people don't want to admit this, but Trump is probably one of the most pro-gay presidents we've ever had. Literally, the song YMCA is basically his entrance theme song, which is the gay anthem of the world. I think this myth about Donald Trump that he hates gay people, it pisses me off, because he doesn't. I think Donald Trump's a good man. I think Donald Trump's a kind human being. And I don't know, it just pisses me off, man, when people start spreading lies about Trump like that. Trump's the man, that's all I gotta say. But yeah, we're at 9,711 subscribers. You know what that means? We're now 289 subscribers away. 289 subscribers away from hitting 10K. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for supporting the channel. You guys have helped us grow and grow and grow, and now we're almost to 10,000 subs, all because of your guys' support. I also want to thank a big shout out to GMP for all the super chats tonight. They really do help the channel in a lot of ways. So let's keep going, bro. Let's keep rolling. I do need to drink some water real quick. I'm feeling a little bit dehydrated. So give me a few seconds. I'm going to play. In fact, I'm going to play every single super chat while I'm getting a drink of water. I'm going to take a small break, but I'm going to play every single super chat that GMP has sent.
Laugh out loud.
To keep us going.
Gotta have YMCA in the background playing in the video, bro. I beg you.
Love you, GMP. Thank you for all these supers, man. We're going to play every single one of them real quick. From the ones from yesterday, the ones today, we're going to replay them
Laugh
real quick.
out loud.
I'm a pimp named Slickback GMP 2026 after donating over $100.
Okay, BRB. BRB.
Laugh out loud.
Yup, I sponsor the show now, damn it.
Let's go.
Laugh out loud.
Though my story is one of many, still good to get out. Those that lost their parents due to COVID's absolutely botched handling should have been frontline news. I was still a young adult when it happened.
Laugh out loud.
Oh, that's absolutely dope. If you get mentioned in a video, it gives you a notification on it. Michael Garza has mentioned you in a video.
Laugh out loud.
Which one is the Iron Real Garza, or both?
Laugh out loud.
First comment on the short, lol.
Laugh out loud.
Got one more 5 left and then I gotta quit it. I'll donate gradually throughout the week, but in 2 weeks I'ma drop another load, bro, lol.
Laugh out loud.
I had to made a grand entrance somehow, bro, after my absence.
Laugh out loud.
Garza ain't funded by political parties, APAC, or countries. He's funded by Daddy GMP.
BRB, I'm going to use the toilet real quick.
Guess who's back? Back again. GMP's back. Tell a friend.
BRB, everybody. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. And then we'll watch the rest of this video.
Laugh out loud.
Once I'm done taking
Missed
a
your
crap.
last stream earlier today.
I'll try to make it a
I
quick
was at
crap,
work.
okay? Try to make it a quick one.
Laugh out loud.
Every time I join the stream, it's like that one gif of Darth Vader doing a superhero landing as an entrance.
Laugh out loud.
I'm so effing tired of these left-wing political debaters on YouTube short live streams, they are so annoying and BS.
Laugh out loud.
And I quote Charlie Kirk, if he wasn't restricted by Trump, would be a proud KKK member. Absolutely not. He actively violed against them and actively helped the FBI investigate them.
Laugh out loud.
Look up the clip of Charlie even defending the gay community against a radical Christian, and these absolute goblins of human trash slander his name.
Laugh out loud.
It's not this clip, but this one is also amazing.
Laugh out loud.
They killed the last man that wished to speak with words instead of bullets, and expected everyone to back down. Instead we uprise, the fire rises.
Laugh out loud.
I can understand going after legitimate hate groups such as Patriot Front, Atomwaffen, or the KKK, but Turning Point USA? Are we for real?
Laugh out loud.
I think everyone is fine with LGB, but the problem is with the T. But even then, if they don't be obnoxious about it and leave everyone alone, it's fine.
Laugh out loud.
Yup, this is the right video.
What's up, everybody? All right. Oh, man, I love it. What's up? What's up, my bronies? Okay, we're back. All right.
Thank you very much. Let me ask you another question. Should he return the money of Peter Thiel, an openly gay man who supports his campaign?
No, if it helps him strategically,
okay.
Sure he can.
Should he stop talking to Tammy Bruce, who's an open lesbian that's a Fox News contributor?
If it's affecting his ideas, then probably, yeah.
Okay, so you say you're a Trump supporter, yet you have all these issues and these disagreements with him. Let me be very clear about my position. My personal position. I'm a Christian first and foremost, then an American, then a constitutionalist, then a conservative. In that order. I believe
well, I like it, man. I like it. This is amazing.
Marriage, biblically, if we want to have a biblical and theological discussion, as articulated in the greatest book ever to exist in the history of the world, the Holy Bible. Marriage in the Holy Bible is one man, one woman.
Annie 01200
I also do not believe
says,
in the sort of rhetoric that some
Garza,
people engage
I thought
in,
you fell in
that all of a
buddy.
sudden that they say there's no place for gay people in the conservative movement. I do not believe that.
It's not conservative.
And let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question then?
Sure, go for it.
So, the American family, liberty, freedom, the Constitution, our history, veterans, that's what we're conserving. I'll get to you later, though, don't worry. So let me ask you a question. If you had your way, what would you do with gay people in America?
What would I do with them?
Yeah, because they're not allowed in the conservative movement, so would you just kick them out anytime they show up at a Republican Party? If you were in charge, like what would you say? You can't be part of the Republican Party.
If somebody is advocating for being openly homosexual, yeah, they should not be part of the conservative movement.
So
I don't agree with that, man. I think here's the thing: the conservative movement is open to all. You know, if people want to be conservative, look, I'm pretty independent for the most part, but I do tend to side with the conservatives on most issues, only because the left is too crazy. Like the Democrats have become too crazy overall, so I tend to side with conservatives for the most part, just because the left is out of their frickin' minds, you know.
So I just want to go through the list. Guy Benson, no place in the conservative movement. Dave Rubin, no place in the conservative movement. Peter Thiel, no place in the conservative movement. So that just to go down the list.
If they are supporting open homosexuality.
So I'm going to ask a very respectful question.
I don't understand. Like, if somebody's homosexual, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, who cares? It's not a bad thing to be gay. You know, and Charlie is such an amazing dude. Everybody says that this guy hated the LGBTQ community. Honestly, in a lot of ways, he stuck up for them. Because he said, no, everybody's welcome here. So, I don't know. It just pisses me off, man. He's a good dude, man. But no, I really do believe that if you're gay and you want to be a conservative, go be a conservative. Look, if people want to be gay, that really is on them. At the end of the day, I'm not supporting them doing, you know, what I'm trying. Okay, here's what I'm trying to say, guys. Not afraid of gay people. I've had a lot of gay friends in my life. They're great people. They're just attracted to the same sex that they are. And that, honestly, it never really bugged me. It never really bugged me. It just doesn't. I mean, if people want to live their lives the way they want to live them, I mean, it really shouldn't be. Like, if people want to be gay, let them be gay, you know? I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion. If it is, great. I mean, I'm sticking to my guns on that one. Is it something that I'm into? No. But, yeah, I say let people be gay if they want to be. I mean, that's up to them. That's just my opinion. Before the chat eviscerates me for that opinion, I'm just... Look, gay people have the same rights that I do, and they deserve those rights. Like I said, I do get mad. I do get a little upset when they do that, like, what was that, drag time story hour with the kids? That's pretty messed up. I'm not a fan of that. Okay, it's a little bit of a gay take. Look, I'm not... Look, if gay people want to be in the conservative party, that's totally their call. I don't think it's a bad thing. You know, if a gay person wants to be a Christian, I think that's fabulous. You know, it's up to them at the end of the day. We as God, you know, look, if we're God's children, I really don't think it's up to us to really judge them. Tiny Lion Gaming, man, it's okay. I mean, if you're look.
Tiny Lion Gaming says, yeah, definitely, I completely disagree with your stance on that. But I'm a bigot.
I'll admit it, I'm a live and let live kind of guy. And look, I understand that some people don't, look, I get it. Some people don't like gay people. I respect that opinion too. You know what I mean? If you don't like gay people, I that's fine. I respect it. If you do like gay people, I respect that too. Look, I love it when people live their lives, you know. If being gay makes you feel freer and happier, be gay. Like, that's up to you, you know. I'm just saying, be who you really are at the end of the day. That's the most important thing. Gay, straight. I don't think you should let your sexuality define you, though. I think that's a big mistake that a lot of people have made. I don't think anybody should let their sexuality define who they are overall. But, you know, obviously it's a part of them, but it doesn't need to be flaunted all the time, you know? Yeah, if people want to do their thing, man, people do their thing.
ETRN7CH says, I'm straight but I'd be gay with Garza. Tiny Lion Gaming says, I completely disagree with it and don't want to be around them or interact with them at all.
Hey, no shame in that either, man. I mean, look, I'm tolerant of all those points of views. I totally get it. I mean, me personally, I'll hang out with anybody, man. As long as they're not personally attacking me. Just don't personally attack me. That's the only stipulation I have. Don't make it personal. You know, like I use Billy as an example these days because he made things very, very personal. And Billy made things so personally attacked me so much that, like, it really hurt the things he said in the live chat, those personal attacks. And, you know, if you respect me, that's all I ask. You know, I mean, you could disagree with me, but, you know, other than that, I want everybody to live their lives, you know, the way in accordance to their morality, their belief systems. And ET says, would you hang out with Dahmer? No. No, I mean, I would talk to him. If the opportunity arose to be able to talk to him, I mean, I'd be afraid to talk to him, but it would be interesting to hear what goes on in the mind of that level of psychosis. Dahmer's a terrible person. Here's the thing. I will admit. So I will say if you've killed somebody in cold blood, that's bad. Yeah, behind bulletproof glass, exactly. But yeah, no, I mean, look, life is filled with exceptions and nuance, right? Nuance and exceptions, right? So every rule has an exception. I do not live life by a lot of rules. I have some basic ethics, but other than that, I have really no true rules for how I live my life. I don't, man. I don't have any rules that bind me in any way, shape, or form. There are zero rules that I mean, I have rules, obviously. I have some basic rules, some basic guidelines, some basic ethics. I don't overcomplicate my life. I just have my goals and I want to obtain them. You know, I want to be one of the best YouTubers of all time. I want to be the YouTuber I want to be the streamer that everybody watches and is like, yeah, dude, this guy turns me on. But, hell yeah. But no, if people want to do their thing, man, people want to do their thing, man. Oh. Let's watch the rest of this real quick.
As respectfully as I can. What does what they do in their private life concern you so much that you have to go up in front of a crowd and
it is against God. That is
so let me ask
Are you
a
a
question.
Christian or not?
Do we live in a theocracy, yes or no? No, do we live in a theocracy?
You said you're a Christian.
I am a Christian. And do you know what? And guess what? I will say this. Part of being a Christian is appropriately interpreting what the theological says for the individual. But also...
Yeah, here's the thing.
It means to be long-suffering and patient and loving and kind.
Those things matter. Yes, absolutely, 100%, bro.
Jesus Christ talked to all people. Jesus Christ...
That is true. That's the one thing I loved about Jesus was he was willing to talk to everybody. And when he talked to everybody, he tried to hear everybody out. He did his best. He talked to everybody. He talked to the lowest of the low to the highest of the high, man. Jesus had an open door policy, man, and I appreciate it.
Went and did his ministry through Judea and Samaria, and he had dinner with tax collectors, and he had dinner with prostitutes, and he did his ministry in every part of the Mediterranean. What it means to be a Christian, my friend, is to be open-minded but firm in your beliefs, so you can have that belief. But if you say there's something inherently wrong with communicating or associating just because they make different personal decisions than you, sir, are not a conservative. Thanks for being here tonight.
Honestly, that's a pretty powerful video. If you think about it, that was honestly a really powerful video. Ryan770 says, "What's up, Garza?" Hey, Ryan, it's been a while since I've seen you, bro. It has been a while since I've seen Ryan on the show. Hell yeah, bro.
Says,
thank you, man.
What's up, Garts?
It's good to see you, brony. Hell yeah, bro. My man, dude. But yeah, I think I think most people should be allowed in the conservative movement. I don't think there should be any real restrictions. There's obviously exceptions. Like, there's terrible people out there, obviously. Oh, dude, we're at 9,712 subscribers. That means we're 288 subscribers away from hitting 10K. Once again, we're 288 subscribers away from hitting 10,000 subscribers. We're so close to 10K. We're currently sitting pretty at 9,712 subscribers. Once again, we're sitting pretty at 9,712 subs. We're currently at 288 subs away from hitting the 10,000 subscriber benchmark that we set for the channel. We're trying to get higher than that, of course. But I really do want to thank you guys. You guys have been insanely beautiful and helpful and have made everything better. Give me just a moment. Give me just a moment, everybody. Well, let's take a look
As we
here.
told you earlier, Iran says the Strait of Hormuz is now open, and Israel will begin discussions with Lebanon next week in Washington over its bombing campaign against Hezbollah terrorists. Senior correspondent Mike Tobin is live in Tel Aviv tonight.
Following 2 days of reinvigorated airstrikes into Lebanon, that country's president said the only solution is a ceasefire, followed by talks with Israel.
Uh-oh. Not again. Oh, here we go.
Random Gian at 9296 says, breaking news, Garza is wearing a tutu when he hits 10K and he has a piss bottle collection. Annie01200 says, yes, random guy. Ryan770 says, it has I quit smoking after 15 years and I got back in the gym after 8 years.
Oh, damn, dude. So you quit smoking after 15 years. That's good. It's a tough one, man. Was it cigarettes or was it the weeds? Or both? I will say that quitting smoking cigarettes at least, was one of the toughest things to quit to quit overall. But I was able to do it miraculously, man. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do, man. That's the way it is. Without a doubt.
Israel's prime minister announced talks are planned.
To achieve two goals. First, the disarmament of Hezbollah. Second, an historic and sustainable peace agreement between Israel and Lebanon.
Israel claims to have killed 200 Hezbollah terrorists and struck crossings used to transfer weapons and missile launchers, and claims it assassinated a personal secretary to Hezbollah's new leader, Naim Qassem.
Damn, dude, damn.
But the intensified Israeli air campaign threatens the fragile ceasefire with Iran 2 days old. Iran's president, Masoud Pezeshkian, posting,
Whoa. Macy Grapes?
Macy Grapes says, Garza, I knew you pissed in that sink.
Where the hell's the proof, bro? Whoa.
Macy Grapes says,
Whoa.
Garza, do you be pissing in that sink back there?
No, you think I am, but I'm not, man. I'm not. No.
Macy Grapes says, Garza. Random Gian at 9296 says, and I feel good. Orwell Threesident says,
oh, absolutely.
I quit smoking when my kid was born.
That's awesome, man. That's beautiful. I love it, bro.
such actions signal deception and non-compliance, rendering negotiations meaningless. 40 days since Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was
the Ayatollah
killed in joint U.S.-Israeli strikes, pro-regime demonstrators take to the streets.
America is the great Satan. Our martyred leader always said we cannot negotiate with America.
Today, the first oil tanker crossed the Strait of Hormuz since the ceasefire. A total of 9 vessels passed through the waterway, critical to negotiations. U.S. naval ships and 50,000 U.S. warfighters sit on pause.
Oh, yeah, I get. That was the thing that sucked was how frustrated I would get without nicotine. The nicotine withdrawals are very tough to deal with. Actually, I don't think people talk about it enough. But nicotine withdrawals are very difficult to deal with, man. I totally get it. Totally get it.
Macy Grapes says, Annie knows about that sink pissing.
But yeah, man, it is tough to quit cigarettes, man. It was one of the really, really tough ones. It's cool that you got a prescription drug, though, that helps you out with it, man. Honestly, as long as it helps and it doesn't have any, like, crazy side effects, I think that's amazing, dude. As long as the medication's really, truly helping you out, bro. That's all that really matters at the end of the day. So I'm just glad you can feel better, man. I'll tell you what, I am glad I don't smoke cigarettes, though. That was the one thing. I'm glad I've been clean for a long time. Now, don't get me wrong. I still have the occasional cigarette when I drink. If I'm drinking a lot of beer, somebody happens to have an American Spirit, okay. I don't like to do it, but sometimes I can't help myself. Not medical advice, not an endorsement of it. Just to let you know, not an endorsement ever. No way in hell. But yeah, no, I just think it's a tough one to quit, and I think it's good that you quit. I think it's great that you quit the ciggies, man. You got to quit that stuff, dude. I'm rooting for you, man. I'm rooting for you. The whole channel's rooting for you, Ryan. The whole channel's rooting for you.
Random Gian at 9296 says, I've also stopped drinking as much as I used to.
Hell yeah, Tylord. Get it, bro. That's good. Less ciggies, less drinks. That's the way to do it, man. That's the way to do it.
CENTCOM Commander Admiral Brad Cooper congratulated them for 13,000 strikes that devastated weapons stores and the military-industrial base Iran spent 40 years building.
At the beginning of this
Annie
campaign,
01200 says,
expressing my expectations,
proud of you, Random
and
guy.
our extraordinary warfighters
Great job,
exceeded
buddy.
each and every one.
Tina Liongaming says, drinking is whack.
The talks with Israel and Lebanon will be held next week in the U.S. at State Department headquarters. The negotiators will be the ambassadors for both nations.
But first, breaking tonight, President Trump says he is very optimistic that a peace deal with Iran is within reach. The president making that comment to NBC News a short time ago. Iran, meantime, insists the Strait of Hormuz is open tonight. This comes amid a fragile ceasefire.
Is it actually open, though? Is the Strait of Hormuz fully open? I have my doubts. I just have my doubts on that one. I don't know, man.
Ryan 770 says, I broke a couple of my tools out of anger when I got pissed while working on my car a month ago. That's when I asked about the meds. The name brand of the meds is well.
Oh, wow. I didn't know. I'll have to look into that, man. Oh, that's all. It's also an antidepressant? That's crazy. Holy crap, dude. I didn't know it was an antidepressant, too. That's wild. Holy crap, man.
Ceasefire that has been complicated by Israeli attacks on Hezbollah terrorists in Lebanon. Israel and Lebanon are now expected to talk next week at the State Department in Washington, D.C. In-person talks between the U.S. and Iran are scheduled to begin Saturday in Islamabad, Pakistan. Vice President J.D. Vance leads the U.S. team. Senior White House correspondent Jackie Heinrich starts us off tonight live from the North Lawn. Good evening, Jackie.
Good evening, Brett. About 40 minutes ago, President Trump reacting to reports that Iran is charging tolls for tankers to pass through the Strait of Hormuz, saying they better not be, and if they are, they better stop now. The development's coming as the early stages of the ceasefire appear to be holding. An Indian-flagged LNG carrier passing through the Strait of Hormuz Thursday, among the first signs Iran is, so far, holding up its end of the ceasefire bargain.
I'm actually kind of surprised. Iran is surprising me on this one. They're actually allowing them to go through. Wow. Holy crap. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of shocked. I'm kind of surprised.
Anybody who communicate with the Iranian authority has got permission from your state.
Coordination necessary because of mines in the strait, Iran's deputy foreign minister confirmed.
Those technical restrictions are very much connected to the wartime condition, and it takes time to be removed. So safe passage is secure. We have maps, we have everything that, we have to be careful that, the safe passage of tankers and vessels and well-being of crews are actually met during this passage.
Today, President Trump revealing he personally played a part in facilitating Iran's demand that the ceasefire also apply to Israel strikes.
Oh, dude, Chris Rule, when you say she's here, I'm assuming your niece.
Chris Rule 17 says, Garza, she's here.
Awesome, Chris, dude. Uncle Chris in the house, dude. We got Uncle Chris in the house. Hold on, Macy Grapes, what are you talking about? Hold on.
Macy Grapes says, Garza. Macy Grapes says, Garza, come on. Macy Grapes says, Garza. Macy Grapes says, Garza, Garza. Macy Grapes says, hey Garts. Macy Grapes says, Gay-a-a-ars say-a-a-a. Macy Grapes says, Garza. Tina Liongaming says, who is Macy Grapes? Annie01200 says, awesome Chris, congrats bud.
Congratulations, Mr.
Macy
Chris.
Grapes says,
we're proud of you,
Garza.
bro.
Chris Rule 17 says,
we're proud of you,
she's
bro.
born. Tina Liongaming says,
dude.
Congrats on a new niece, Chris.
Congratulations,
Tina
brother.
Liongaming
Congratulations,
says,
man.
being an uncle is great.
On Hezbollah targets in Lebanon, telling NBC, I spoke with Bibi and he's going to low-key it. I think we just have to be sort of a little more low-key. But while the fragile ceasefire holds, Trump also made clear in a post the pause could be lifted at any moment, saying in part, all U.S. ships, aircraft, and military personnel with additional ammunition, weaponry, and anything else that is appropriate and necessary will remain in place in and around Iran until such time as the real agreement reached is fully complied with. If for any reason it is not, which is highly unlikely, then the shooting starts, bigger and better and stronger than anyone has.
Dude, Trump means business, dude. Trump is meaning business. He's like, dude, and such time as the real agreement is reached, is fully complied with. If any reason is not, dude, if Iran breaks the agreement for any real reason, kaput. Iran is. You know what that means? Iran better be on its... Dude, Iran's government needs to be on its best behavior. Crazy, man. Crazy. Frickin' pimpin', though, man. Pimpin'.
Ever seen before.
A 2-week.
We're on our way to 10,000, man.
Eric Klein 5347 says, you're 300 away from 10,000 subscribers, which will trigger the algorithm.
Yeah.
Tina Liongaming says, 10,000 baby.
I'm excited,
Tina
man.
Liongaming says, straight to the moon, Garza.
Yeah, we're almost there, man. By the way, we're only two. I think we're. Hold on, let me see here. Yeah, agreed.
Annie01200 says, I agree, Garza. Iran better not push Trump too far.
No, without a doubt, man. And they're gonna try. I think they're gonna try to test. I think they're gonna test Trump, and I think what's gonna happen is I think Iran's gonna anger him to the point to where he's just gonna be like, you know what? We're going to obliterate you. I think that's what's going to happen. I really do. That's my belief.
Ceasefire is not sufficient.
House Democrats, meantime, are dead set on stopping any additional military action, saying they only need 2 more Republican signatures to stop the president with the War Powers Act.
We need a permanent end to Donald Trump's costly and reckless war of choice.
This is not a reckless war. In fact, if anything, you could argue that this might be the most effective operation that the U.S. military has ever accomplished. We took out, seriously, the U.S. military took out an entire naval fleet. They took out the majority of the Iranian military. Iran is cooked. The Democrats need to, the sad part is the Democrats do not side with America. I honestly believe the Democrats are just anti-American at this point with the way they act. The whole Democrat party is insane. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say.
And House Democrats are committed to bringing about that outcome.
Minority Leader Jeffries says Democrats...
Here comes the Democrats ruining everything again. That's what they do, man. That's what they do. Venezuela was the reason that Venezuela was way smoother is because Venezuela doesn't really have any military to begin with. They have basic military, but not much. Iran has more of a military than Venezuela. Iran's also a bigger country. Iran's huge. Their government's pretty big, too. So, honestly, getting rid of the Ayatollah was a good start. And they've also, here's the thing. Trump and the U.S. military have accomplished everything that they need to accomplish in Iran. They have, and it's worked. I like Poland. Why? I like Poland. I want to thank you guys for sending super chats. I want to give a big shout out to GMP, everybody. GMP sent a lot of super chats tonight, and I want to thank him big time for being so generous. The super chats do help the channel a lot, so him just sending those very willingly was incredibly kind, and I want to thank him big time for it. Really does help the channel out a lot, man. Really does. Let's keep watching this, man.
Democrats will force a vote when Congress returns. So still not many details into the 15-point U.S. plan or the new 10-point Iranian proposal being discussed in Islamabad this weekend. There's also not much daylight into the proposed joint tolling venture with Iran that the president said he might entertain. But tonight the UK is leveling its opposition to the idea of any tolling in the Strait, saying Iran cannot be allowed to introduce them. Brett.
Yep.
And Jackie, First Lady Melania Trump made this unexpected public address today, denying close ties to Jeffrey Epstein and calling on Congress to hold.
And I also, while reacting to her video of her denying it, I also denied any ties to Epstein as well. A lot of my fans have been very concerned about everybody's been accusing me of being aligned with Epstein. Not everybody, but some people. And I wanted to clear the air tonight, too. So while Melania was admitting that she had nothing to do with Epstein, I also admitted, I was like, no, I have nothing to do with Epstein either. I know people want to think the worst of me, thinking I was on Epstein's island. I wasn't. Is it getting hot in here or what? Oh, my God, it's getting hot in here. Look, I was not on the island. I was not on the famous island. I try to say goodbye and I choke. Try to walk away and I stumble. Though I try to hide it, it's clear. My world crumbles when you are not near. I say goodbye and I choke. I try to walk away and I stumble. Though I try to hide it, it's clear. My world crumbles when you are not near. Thank you, Macy Grapes, for sending a chili for 6 joules and for sending a press F for 10 joules. I greatly appreciate it. My pink brony bros. And we dance at the gay clubs. Oh, my God. We're just having fun on the stage in our hoofs. I'm wearing a man thong.
Hold a hearing for survivors. Do you know what spurred that?
Not yet, Brett. The Epstein story has been largely out of the news, and it's not clear yet what motivated the First Lady to address what she called lies and false smears about her.
To be clear, I never had a relationship with Epstein or his accomplice.
I swear I didn't, dude. I didn't have a relationship with Epstein either.
Maxwell. I am not Epstein's victim. Epstein did not introduce me to Donald Trump. I met my husband by chance at a New York City party in 1998.
First Lady also said she had no knowledge of Epstein's abuse to his victims. White House officials were unable to provide any context, and they did not answer when we asked if President...
The question is, who is Bubba? Oh, God. They call me Big Bubba, and I know you're in trouble.
President Trump was aware this statement would be coming. The First Lady's office said they're going to let her words stand on their own. Brad.
Okay. Jackie Heinrich live in the North Lawn. Jackie, thank you.
So Vice President J.D. Vance heads to Pakistan this weekend to lead the U.S. talks with Iran, the highest level meeting between the two countries since 1979. That's the Iranian Revolution, when that took place. The vice president is pushing for Tehran to come to the table in good faith.
I encourage the Iranians to come to the table seriously.
Okay, this might be the greatest comment I've ever seen. Hold on.
Macy Grapes says, this guy is yelling at his chat and saying Macy Gray is gonna save him from his homelessness, so I made this profile to troll LOL.
Thank you so much, Macy Grapes. I appreciate you. Everybody, give a shout out to @MacyGrapes, everybody. Subscribe to @MacyGrapes. So, I know... Oh, another happy poop yum yum. Happy poop yum yum. Happy poop yum yum. Happy poop, happy poop, happy poop yum yum. Thank you for the happy poop yum yum. Macy Grapes, Macy Grapes. Thank you so much for the happy poop. Hold on. I try to take a happy poop. I try to squeeze it out and I fumble. Though I try to hide it, it's clear I've been pooping every day. Here, I try to poop and I try to walk away and I stumble. Though I try to hide it, it's clear my world crumbles when you are not near. Thank you for the happy poop yum yum, Macy Grapes. I appreciate you, my pink brony bro. And we dance at the gay clubs, oh my God. I'm just having fun on the stage in my hooves. I'm wearing a man thong. Thank you so much, Macy Grapes. I want to give a big shout out to my boy GMP. I want to give a big shout out to my boy GMP. Thank you so much for the super chats, my pink brony bro. I want to thank all you guys. You guys have been so incredible. You guys have helped the channel grow in more ways than one. Let's go. We're now at, by the way, we're at 9,712 subscribers, which means that we're 288 subs away. We're 288 subscribers away from hitting 10K. 288 subscribers away from hitting 10,000 subs. Can you believe it?
Orwell Theresident says, tomorrow's teaching PLS. ETRN7CH says, Garza reminds me of Steve Burns.
Well, let's see what he's saying here.
Tina Liongaming says, Ernest, who's the loser, the guy having fun on his own live stream or the person sad enough to spam loser alone in his room on some completely random guy's channel? Tiny Lion Gaming
get him,
says,
Tiny Lion Gaming. TGL,
really think
baby.
About what I said,
no,
Ernest.
TLG.
David
Tiny
Larson
Lion Gaming,
7789 says, subs are cool.
No, thank you guys for taking the time to subscribe to the channel, though. We're at 9. Oh, now we got another subscriber, but thank you again for taking the time to push the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. We're now sitting pretty at 9,713 subs. Once again, we're at 9,713 subscribers. That means we are 287 subscribers away. 287 subscribers away from hitting 10,000 subscribers. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? We will. I think we'll end the night on a tomorrow's teachings. Okay. Well, Annie. Hey, we got another subscriber. We're at 9,714 subs. By the way, 9,714 subscribers. I'll tell you what. If we get to 9,750 subs at some point during the stream, I will be more than happy to play tomorrow's teachings. A tomorrow's teachings episode. I may play one before we hit 9,750, but if you guys want to we got to get more subs. Everybody in the chat, to all my loyal brony bros, I want you to do everything in your power to convince people in the chat to become a subscriber. Tap the subscribe button. Guys in the chat, I need you guys to encourage everybody in the chat to subscribe to the channel because we need the pink brony bros, dude. We need the pink brony bros. We got to encourage everybody to subscribe. Everybody in the chat, encourage everybody to subscribe. All we need is encouragement. Keep encouraging everybody to hit the subscribe button. We'll reach 10K. We'll reach that 10K mark. Now we're at 9,716 subs. Once again, 9,716 subscribers. We're now officially 284 subs away from hitting 10K. 280 frickin' 4 subs. Can you believe it? This is reality, folks. This is reality, bro.
ETRN7CH says, how about play tomorrow's teaching or I will threaten to unsub? Tinalion Gaming says, you don't know what you're missing with the tomorrow's teachings viewings. It's so fun.
We're going to have a riot on
I'm
going to have a riot on my hands if I don't
subscribe, you gods.
Okay, how about this?
Tinalion Gaming says, yes, tomorrow's teachings.
Okay.
Tinalion Gaming says, LOLETWTF.
I'll tell you what. Because I know you guys like tomorrow's teachings, and I don't want a riot on my hands. Okay, if I play tomorrow's teachings, will you guys encourage people in the chat to please subscribe to the channel? That's all I ask in return. Can you guys try to encourage everybody on here to subscribe? Let's do it, man. Okay, what the fuck is this? Martin Luther King Jr. frees the clankers. Watch what happens next.
Coming up on tomorrow's teachings.
I'll go 5,000 for that wire back. Let's hang this clanker.
Free chicken and rap music, that's so fire.
Death to all clankers.
Oh my God, this is amazing. This is amazing. This, thank you so much. I appreciate
Slim Margin
it.
says, I'm subscribed to. Annie01200 says, like and subscribe. Tinalion Gaming says, please subscribe, guys.
That does sound pretty good, ADGD.
Says,
ADGD, that does sound good.
Have you ever had a mayonnaise peanut butter and sardine protein shake? It's really good if you put melted blue cheese in it.
E.T., what the fuck? E.T., what the fuck?
Death to all clankers! Death to all clankers!
What the fuck is this shit, dude?
The year is 2067, and all of America has made robots their slaves.
Hurry up, you clanker! A clanker like this, perfect for menial tasks. I'll go 5,000 for that wire back.
They were shoved in factories.
This is amazing, dude. This is AI slop. This is the best. You know what? This is amazing, dude.
Writing essays, computer work, and when they did their work wrong or too slow, they would get beat.
You tin-skinned wire back, get back to work.
Come on, you clankers, get to work!
They are so slow, aren't they? Learning this.
What is happening? This is shockingly tomorrow's teachings. Yes, they did a completely AI video. I am so shocked. The title of the video is called, just so you guys know that I'm not lying to you, it's called Martin Luther King Jr. Freeze the Clankers. Watch what happens next. It's tomorrow's teachings. I'm going to tap the like button, even though I probably shouldn't, because that'll only encourage the algorithm to show more of this slop to me. But let's keep going.
Let's hang this clanker!
This is no.
They would get no breaks, and when they did, it was
the poor clankers, dude.
Only to refuel.
Can we please rest, Master? We have been doing your homework and delivering your DoorDash whenever you want.
Oh my god, this is dark, dude. This is dark. This is some dark fucking shit.
Just one break, please, sir.
No, you dirty, no good, tin skin, oil leaking wire back. Now go get my Taco Bell clanker.
Some started using them for food deliveries and some did other things.
Oh god, they were banging the clankers.
I simply do not understand how this happened.
They wanted a change.
I hope one day someone sticks up for us and changes this all around. Yeah.
Notice how the computers are in the computers in the background look like the old Macintosh computers that they had in elementary school.
Me too.
Years later, they got that change when Martin Luther King Bot had a speech to have robots and humans come together and unite.
I have a dream.
Hell yeah.
That one day...
Hell yeah, dude. This is so fucking pimp.
...nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed.
But one particular group of people didn't like that.
We must put an end to this I have a dream BS. Death to all clankers!
Death to all clankers! Death to all clankers!
This is so amazing. What the fuck?
Death to all clankers! If they want war, we bring war. Let's take down the Cool Kids clan.
Hail, Daddy!
They're called the Cool Kids Clan. Sometimes I can't, man. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Elon! We will show them that we will not back down to the clankers.
Oh crap, we just got an influx of subscribers again. What the fuck? We're now at 9,000. I can't believe I'm saying this. We're at 9,717 subs. Once again, we're at 9,717 subs. And what that essentially means is we're now down to 200. We're now 283 subscribers away from hitting 10K. 283 subs away from hitting 10K. I mean, this is amazing. Like, this is truly amazing. I love it. But yeah, we're currently sitting pretty at 9,717 subs. Once again, we're at 9,717 subs. I have no freaking idea what we're watching. This is, look at, tomorrow's teachings has always been a fever. Every time I watch tomorrow's teachings, I feel like I'm watching a really bad fever dream. And, but this is insane. This is insane. Thank you guys for, by the way, I want to thank everybody for encouraging people to subscribe. No, I know you're joking, dude. I just thought it would be funny to play tomorrow's teachings.
I was joking about unsubbing, bro.
I just thought it'd be funny to play some tomorrow's teachings. Dude, this actually might be the greatest AI fight scene I've ever seen. What we're witnessing right now, this is the greatest AI fight scene of all time. Oh shit, bro.
Thousands of
clankers, oh my god.
Clankers and clan members died. There was no end until a clan member had something in mind.
Why are we fighting if we can take out the real problem together?
You know what? You are right. Let's do it, my Clanka.
Yes,
My Clanka.
Cracker friend. Let's get those chicken lovers.
They became allies, and they started plotting their attack on the chicken lovers.
No. Oh, no. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, this is crazy, you guys. This is insane. Dude. Oh my god.
Lion Gaming says, subscribe now, you clankers.
Oh.
ETRN7CH says,
oh, dude.
You know ID never hurt my sweetheart Garza.
I can't, dude.
Tiny Lion Gaming says,
can't.
Clanka, please.
Every time I try to watch
1200 says, I'm dead LMAO.
Every time I try to watch Tomorrow's Teachings, man, this shit happens. Tomorrow's Teachings is the greatest channel in the world only because it always ends up in some sort of chaotic storyline that makes zero sense and goes absolutely nowhere. You think it's about ready to go somewhere, but it just goes whee right off the cliff. By the way, we're now at 9,718 subscribers. You know what that means? Oh, hold on. Give me one moment. We're now 282 subscribers away. Get this, we're 282 subscribers away from hitting 10,000 subscribers. 282 subscribers away from hitting 10,000. Unbelievable. Truly unbelievable. I love it, man. Whew. Truly amazing.
We need to use their weakness against them.
What are you thinking?
Chicken, watermelon, and rap music.
No. Come on, man. No, don't tell me it's going down this route. Don't tell me. I am so concerned. I am so concerned where this video is going. I am beyond concerned.
They set up an event filled of the black people's favorite things as bait.
Oh my God. No. I gotta see the comments. I have to see the comments real quick. Oh my God. The fall off of Tomorrow's Teachings needs to be... Dude, Tomorrow's Teachings was always a shitty channel. It was shitty 4 years ago. It was shitty 3 years ago. It was shitty 2 years ago. It doesn't matter whether you do AI slop or not. Tomorrow's Teachings is literally the definition of Darman style slop. It's life lesson YouTube slop. It always has been. Even well before AI video. Come on, man.
Free chicken and rap music, that's so fire. Free chicken and watermelon? Let's go, gang. I hope they have Kool-Aid.
I hope there are going to be snow bunnies there.
Of course, this plan...
I can't do it, dude. I can't. Oh. This is insane. This is so bloody insane, dude. Oh. What the fuck? Oh my God. Oh, dude, I can't. I'm actually speechless right now, dude. This is crazy.
Work, they came flooding in.
Our plan is working. We can put an end to these KFC.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, dude. For fuck's sakes. By the way, the Michael Garza show does not endorse this. Does not. We're not into this. Oh my god. I am speechless right now. What the hell are we watching, dude? What the fuck are we watching? This is insane.
People. These crackers have no idea what's about to happen, sir. We will have all the snow bunnies with big guyats to ourselves.
The clankers ended up nuking the Earth with a bomb that eliminated everyone but white women so they could keep them to themselves.
Oh my god. I give up. I give up, dude. I give up. I don't know what to say anymore, bro. Fucking hey, dude. Hold on, I want to see this reaction.
Whoa! Yo, what's up, my niggas? Whoa! Yo, what's up, my niggas?
Oh my god, dude.
Disgust me.
Excuse me?
God would never approve of you. Even if you stood at the gates of heaven begging, he would still send you to hell. You trans...
What are you talking?
Disgust me.
What are you talking about?
Jacob suffered a devastating accident while he was making out with his teacher. He fell...
Just can't, dude. Small wiener gang, dude. This is so fucking creepy. Oh my god, freaky roommate is low-key zesty. You won't believe what happens
Coming
next.
up on tomorrow's
Oh
teaching.
god.
Just how to dispose of a body without getting caught.
I once lived with a guy who collected vintage mannequins.
OnlyFans entrepreneur.
Anyone want to go see the bedroom?
OnlyFans.
You must be Alex.
Yeah, hi. Thanks for letting me come check out the place, man. I got references. I have my credit score. I have last month's rent.
Slow down. Come in first.
Oh god, this is god. I'm already concerned. Freaky roommate is low-key zesty. You won't believe what happens next. Oh my god.
It's cozy.
Yeah, that's realer talk for small as hell. You want some coffee? Tastes like regret.
I'll take it. I've been apartment hunting the last 3 months. Middle name's regret.
What happened to your last place?
Well, my roommates decided to go find themselves in Bali, and they found themselves broke, and I found myself evicted. Oh.
Okay. So, what's your deal? You student, trust fund baby, OnlyFans entrepreneur?
Dude, we're
OnlyFans entrepreneur. Oh, dude, this is amazing, man. I am scared, as always. Oh, for fuck's sakes, man, this is amazing. Hold on, give me a second, you guys. Let's see. All right, let's keep watching, man.
Marketing. Freaking marketing. Very boring. Very stable.
Boring is good. Our last roommate was a little exciting. Different dates every night. Thin walls.
Sounds educational.
You have no idea. Man, I was learning things about human...
God, dude, I'm not going to lie. The acting in tomorrow's teachings always gets an F+. F+ to a D-. The scripts for tomorrow's teachings typically get an F-.
Human anatomy, I didn't even know were possible.
Jordan, this thing's still... Oh, must be the new roommate.
Alex, nice to meet you.
Casey, I'm basically your landlord. Well, technically my mom is, but she's in Florida living her best retired life.
Casey here is our resident handyman. And by handyman, I mean he breaks more things than he fixes.
That's not true. I fixed a toilet last week.
You flooded the bathroom.
Toilet's fixed though.
I'm actually pretty handy myself. I fixed my garbage disposal last month.
Really? What's your secret?
God, this is so lame. This is the lamest thing I've ever seen. This is so lame.
Tube and prayer.
You know, a lot of people lie about being handy to impress their landlords.
Oh, my face gives everything away. I'm a terrible liar.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
So, Alex, any weird habits we should know about? Jordan here talks to plants.
They're better conversationalists than most people.
I may have a slight addiction to crime podcasts. I fall asleep to murder mysteries.
That's actually kind of badass.
I can't with this. I can't. This is just so bad. Oh man, like how do these guys must have been desperate for money, man. These guys must have been so fucking desperate for money to do this. It's insane. I respect it. I respect the hustle. Look, if you have to be on a Darman-esque style show just to get some recognition, you know, do what you got to do, bro. I get it. But if you guys can, though, don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. Once again, we're at 9,718 subscribers. Once again, we're at 9,718 subs. And you know what that means? That means we're officially 282 subscribers away from hitting 10,000 subscribers. We are 282 subs away from hitting 10,000 fucking subscribers. And by the way, in your face, Billy, for being a total jackass and telling me that this was just a hobby. It isn't going anywhere. And you know what? Not only that, there were personal attacks that you had made against me, Billy, that verbal attacks, personal verbal attacks that were uncalled for. And you've done this so many times. And honestly, you broke me, bro. Not in a bad way. When I say you broke me, I mean I want to reveal the type of monster you are. Luckily, I mean, because I'm pissed. I'm still pissed at Billy. Like, I'm still livid. I mean, I'm not... I'm trying not to be. I'm really trying not to be, but he was such a piece of garbage. Yeah. But no, Billy, honestly, it was terrible, man. I'm still pissed off at him. But yeah, I cut him out of my life completely. That's the best thing to do, man.
Or psychotic. Jory's still out.
What about you, Jordan? You got any weird habits?
Yeah, I collect people's secrets.
Sounds settling.
You'd be surprised what people say when they think you're not paying attention.
Oh, Tylord, I see you got a new avatar on here. Tylord has a new avatar.
Random at 9296 says, I am back and there's tomorrow's teaching.
Yep, we're doing
Annie
tomorrow's teachings, bro.
01200 says,
hopefully Tim Smith comes in,
You have every
too.
right to be mad, Garza.
I'm hoping that Tim Smith is in watching this awful fucking episode with us, because this is bad, dude.
Anyone want to go see the bedroom?
Oh, God, no. Don't go in there. Don't go in there. You're going to get touched, bro. Don't do it, dude. Don't fucking do it, dude. No, 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 no.
Is minimal.
It's like a cozy cave in here.
More like a stylish prison cell.
I spend most of my time at work anyway. This could work.
So what kind of marketing do you do?
Social media campaigns. I basically make people buy things they don't need.
So like a professional manipulator?
I prefer persuasively creative.
Like that.
I can't. The dialogue in this is so shitty. Oh my God. I don't know if it's the dialogue or just the acting. I think it's the acting. The acting, first off, the acting already sucks. And I think the terrible acting makes the script maybe seem worse than it is. It is possible the script is actually okay. You know what I mean? But the acting is so bad that you just want to hate everything about it. Like, the acting ruins everything, and it just makes you want to cry.
We might get along.
Oh, God. It's going to be a three-way with these dudes.
Rent's $800 a month. Utilities split 3 ways.
By the way, this was released 1 month ago. I repeat, this was released 1 frickin' month ago.
3 ways.
Jordan and I both live here. I sleep on the couch.
Wait, you live here too? I thought you were just a landlord.
Landlord's kid who can't afford his own place. Welcome to the gig economy.
That line is so gay. It's all gay. This is so gay, dude.
Casey's actually a great guy to live with. He's like a golden retriever in human form.
I'm right here.
See, he doesn't get mad either.
This is not what I expected.
Life rarely is. Question is, can you roll with it?
I once lived with a guy who collected vintage mannequins. I can adapt.
It's either really cool or really creepy.
Definitely really creepy.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is gonna end in a three-way, is what I'm predicting.
All right.
So my prediction for the end of this episode is these 3 guys are all gonna get. All 3 of these guys are going to create an OnlyFans, and they're just gonna have gay orgies with each other every night. That's what I think this is gonna end in.
Let's start with the real interview questions.
Is that not what we're already doing?
That was just small talk. Casey, grab the list.
Interview questions.
God, they're all gonna bang. They're all gonna be kissing each other. Oh boy.
For the roommate, version 3.
There are previous versions.
We learn from our mistakes. Question 1, how do you handle conflict?
I usually avoid it until it becomes a bigger problem.
Honestly, I can respect that.
I usually cry, eat ice cream, and then apologize.
Yeah, one of the reasons I live in a small coastal town and don't live in the city, if I lived in the city, rent would be so expensive and I would have to actually like have roommates. Fuck that. I can't stand having roommates. I just can't. It sucks. Like, I've done it before in when I was younger. I happily live alone in my little tiny apartment. I am perfectly content with that. I get to make YouTube videos, I get to swing trade, and I get to do DoorDash or just Uber Eats or something like that when it comes down to delivery services. I usually just choose between any of them.
Even if I didn't do it.
I like to start arguments for fun.
That makes sense.
Question 2. What's your biggest red flag?
I get emotionally attached to fictional characters, like unhealthily attached.
Example?
I cried for 3 days when they killed off my favorite character in a show. Took a sick day.
Which character?
Damn, that's a little intense. That's a little intense.
Embarrassing.
Well, now I'm definitely interested.
What about you two? What are your red flags?
I'm a little too trusting. I once let a delivery guy into the house. Turns out he was casing the place.
I enjoy people's drama a little too much.
Define a little too much.
Well, one time I may have accidentally ended a few relationships by sharing information I shouldn't have.
Accidentally?
Mostly accidentally.
Jordan has a theory about how all relationships are just elaborate social experiments.
They are. People lie, cheat, manipulate, and then act surprised when it all falls apart.
You sound like you've been hurt.
I sound like I've been paying attention.
God, this is so gay. This actually, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I've watched a lot of bad Tomorrow's Teachings. I mean, they're all shitty. Let's just face it. Every Tomorrow's Teachings episode fucking blows. But this is the worst. Honestly, this is the most insufferable Tomorrow's Teachings I have ever watched. I never thought I would say that. All of them are insufferable, but this is on a new level. This is on an evolution of insufferable. Wow. Oh my God. My God. This is insane, man. This is bloody insane, dude. This is rough, dude. We're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer.
Question 3. What's the weirdest thing in your browser history?
I don't know, probably, can you die from eating too much cheese?
Can you?
Technically, yes, but you'd have to eat about 40 pounds.
Why did you need to know that?
Existential crisis at 2 a.m. eating a cheese board.
That's so relatable, it hurts.
Mine.
Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. Please, can I do this? Can I get through this Tomorrow's Teachings? We do not do it because, I'm going to quote John F. Kennedy. We do not do it because it is easy. We do it because it is hard.
Just how to dispose of a body without getting caught.
God damn it.
Please tell me that's for a book you're writing?
Sure.
Oh my God. They're all gonna die. They're all gonna die, dude. They're all gonna die. Holy crap.
Jordan writes horror stories. They're really good.
Casey's search history is actually just kitten videos and how to adult.
Nobody teaches this adulting shit, man. It's hard.
Right, like how to tell if milk.
Can we please stop calling being an adult adulting? Can we stop calling having personal responsibilities adulting? Anybody who frequently uses the word adulting is not an adult. If you have to use the word adulting to do everyday tasks, you're not an adult, you're a man-child. Holy fucking shit, dude. I hate the word adulting. Like, you know how people get triggered by certain words? Whenever I hear somebody say the word adulting, I just want to shit on everything. Allegedly.
Milk is bad without smelling it.
Exactly. Or how to make friends as an adult.
You don't. You just collect acquaintances and hope it works.
You two seem like real friends, though.
Jordan saved me from a terrible Tinder date once.
I told you that guy was bad news.
How did you know?
Well, he had dead eyes, and his teeth were way too white. Just classic sociopath vibes.
That's actually pretty insightful.
I'm good at reading people. It's my superpower.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I hate this so much. I hate this so fucking much. Why do I torture myself, dude? This is like putting a butt plug. I just I just need a moment. Holy crap, this is so bad, dude. This is so fucking terrible. This hurts. Like, I've reacted to a lot of tomorrow's teachings already. And oh my god. Wait, hold on. How do I want to know what it was like?
9296 says.
How do I know what that's like?
How do you know what that's like, Garza?
Oh, with butt plugs? I can imagine. I own 5 butt plugs.
Should read on me.
Just JK. I don't own any butt plugs, but if I did, it would be a My Little Pony butt plug. Just kidding. JK, allegedly JK.
Well, you're desperate enough to live here, so that means you're broke, running from something, or both.
Ouch, but true.
What are you running from?
My ex, they keep showing up at my gym, my work, favorite coffee shop. It's like they have a GPS tracker on my soul.
Restraining order?
I mean, they're not like threatening, they're just persistent and really good at guilt trips.
What do they want?
To talk things through and to find closure. We dated for 3 months, not 3 years.
Some people just can't handle rejection.
The irony is, I'm the one who got rejected. They dumped me, then decided they made a mistake.
That's rough.
Or convenient. Nothing like a desperate ex to boost your ego a little bit.
I don't want my ego boosted. I want to move on.
Hence the apartment hunting.
Good. Hence the apartment hunting.
Well, you seem normal enough.
God, this is so fucking lame. I am so glad we only have roughly 3 minutes of this torture. I am sorry. I want to apologize, everybody. This is torture. This is so bad. This is so flippin' bad, dude.
Jordan, what do you think?
I think Alex is hiding something.
I'm really not.
Whether it's something interesting or something sad, but everyone's hiding something.
Can it be both?
Now you're speaking my language.
So, do you want to live here?
God, this is so gay. I hate these two. I hate both of them. I hate all of them. I hate all 3 of these dudes so much.
Honestly?
This is like a hipster gangbang that we're watching. We're going to be watching. I hope this isn't. It's hipsters stroking each other's egos and being really annoying and vague. It's the vagueness that I can't take.
This is the weirdest apartment interview I have ever been a part of.
Good weird or bad weird?
I'm still deciding.
Everything okay?
My ex just texted me. They're outside my current place.
Right now?
I know you're avoiding me. We need to talk. I'm not leaving until we do.
That's intense.
That's stalking.
I can't go home.
You know what? The room's yours.
Really?
Really? First month's rent can wait until you get settled.
I don't know what to say.
Say that you'll help us figure out how to get rid of your psycho ex.
You do that?
Of course I would. I told you. I love other people's drama.
Plus,
God, this sucks so much. This sucks so much.
we're basically family now. Weird, dysfunctional.
God, I can't stand these lines. These lines are so bad. Fucking shit.
Family.
I haven't had a family in a long time.
Don't get all emotional on us. We got a reputation to maintain.
What reputation?
I'm working on it.
They're asking neighbors about me now.
What? Okay, no, that's definitely crossing the line. Casey, go grab your mom's baseball bat.
We're not hurting anyone.
Not hurt, intimidate. There's a difference.
You know what? Let's do it.
Really?
Yeah, really. I'm tired of running. Let's face this. Head on.
With backup.
With backup.
Well, welcome home, Rumi.
You know, I think I'm gonna like it here.
Even if we're all a little unhinged?
Well, especially because we're all a little unhinged.
Unfortunately for them, the 3 new roommates got arrested later that night and got 10-year sentences for breaking and entering.
Small Wiener Gang. Fucking A. What did we watch, you guys? What did we actually watch in all reality? What was that? What was that shit, dude? By the way, we're at 9,719 subs. Once again, we're at 9,719 subscribers, which means we're only 281 subscribers away from hitting 10K. Once again, we're 281 subs away from hitting 10K. No way. No way. So tomorrow's teachings, did Bonnie Blue star in a tomorrow's teachings?
Coming up on tomorrow's teachings.
The fact that we're sad, pathetic, single, and we're living like animals.
That was so bad, though, dude. That was so bad.
Excuse me?
I'm saying you could do better.
Dude, you're not helping. No, dude!
Go into her DM.
You're harsh. You sound like a serial killer. Alright, we need to address the elephant in the room.
What? The smell? Because I told you that milk expired 2 weeks ago.
Okay, I don't know how much I could do. I'm sorry, I can't do. I cannot do this anymore. I just need a moment. I need a moment. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, man. Honestly, Tylord, I am too tired right now to look up anything else. Here's what I'm going to do, though. I am legitimately tired right now. I am, like I said, I am beat. So currently we're sitting pretty at 9,719 subscribers. Once again, we're at 9,719, which means we are officially 281 subscribers away 281 subs away from hitting 10,000 subs. I can't believe it, man. We're that close. It's a minute long. Okay, Deadpool made outfit. All right, hold on. All right, we'll look it up real quick. Deadpool made outfit. Oh, God. Let's see what we're talking. Oh. Okay, hold on. Hold on, let's take a look here. Oh my God. This is every furry's dream right here, is to see Deadpool with little e-girl cat ears and a tutu. Is this what you guys want me to wear? Is this what you guys are really wanting me to wear? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh.
Thank goodness this book has pictures.
Let's get go!
This is amazing, man. I'm not going to lie. This is what I need to wear. Holy fucking shit. Thank you, Ty Lord, for showing me that. If you guys can, though, don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. Once again, don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. It does help the channel grow. We're trying to grow as much as possible on this channel, at least in any way that we can. So, let's see here. But yeah, like I said, don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. We're at 9,719 subs. Once again, 9,719 subscribers. So I do want to thank you guys for taking the time to become subscribers. Ty Lord is 100% getting it on the game as well. I love it, bro. I love it. Oh, man. All right, man. Well, we're only 281 subscribers away from 281 subscribers from hitting 10K. And I appreciate everybody for taking the time to view the show. Tired. I don't know why I'm so exhausted. I mean, it's 12:41. I've been going to bed earlier lately, so that's probably why. But thank you guys for taking the time, man. I appreciate y'all. And let's see. Seeing if there's anything else I forgot to add. But yeah, just take the time to subscribe, you guys. It really does help the channel grow in more ways than one. And yeah. And if you guys want, send a super chat, send a gift. We accept it all, man. We accept it all, man. Bobby Roberts is guilty. Who's Bobby Roberts? Hold on. Bobby Roberts. So, who the hell's Bobby Roberts? Who's that? Yeah, I've got no idea who Bobby Roberts is, man. All right, you guys. Well, I do hope you all have a good night. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. It does help the channel grow in more ways than one, but I do want to thank you guys for taking the time. I'm out. Have a good night, everybody. Dun 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 dun. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Ty Lords, Tiny Lion Gaming, Annie. I think my boy Nate Dogg was on earlier. E.T. Can't forget about E.T. Who is the other person? Trying to think real quick. So we got... I can't remember who... We had so many people on today. It's crazy. We had a grand total of 16,242 views on this particular live stream, though, so I appreciate it. I do want to thank you guys for tuning in and viewing the show. I really appreciate it big time, you guys. Like I said, I'm out for the night. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Later, everybody.